LinkedIn.com/Eisen, then promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's LinkedIn.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. And promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's LinkedIn.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles. Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Thursday afternoon. Mason pulled a Mason and called in sick on the day of the show. Here we go. Hopefully you're having a beautiful Thursday. Let's get it, yo. Mason and Ireland, your Thursday afternoon right now.
Okay, so here's the deal. Mason is here, but he's working on it's the old story we always tell about Bruce Smith. You got about 10 plays in you. We can use them for growls, or we can use them in the game. So, first of all, how are you feeling?
Well, I'm feeling okay. I don't feel sick at all. I mean, I feel okay. It's just literally my voice. And I went to see your guy, Dr. Joe Sugarman. Fantastic. I didn't not realize I was getting a tube stuck all the way down my nose and into my vocal cords.
That's how he can see you.
He didn't warn me about it. He just started shoving that thing up my nose. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And he gave me some steroids, and he gave me some other meds and tricks and all kinds of stuff. So I hope I took the first batch of steroids this morning. I hope it's going to be okay by tomorrow. We're already canceling. And so Bergman is so nervous because I'm doing the national anthem at the Kings.
You're going to be fine
by
Monday. You sound like, when I woke up Christmas morning, I sounded like you do. And I just followed all
Did you take steroids?
No, but I followed. Joe prescribed the same thing to me years ago, and I'm on standby in my bag, in my magic bag. And so I took him that morning. I did not talk to anybody, and I called the game. And it was like a 5 o'clock game, and I made it through. So I think you're going to be okay. But you've got to, when you're not on the air, you've got to, not talk. Which, see, that'd be really hard for me.
Not as hard for me.
Yeah, you are off the air a lot more reserved. I'm the same on the air and off the air. People are always amazed when they meet you that you're, I wouldn't say you're soft-spoken, but you're not over the top.
Yes, yes.
That's one thing. I know you and Steve, you always say you're feuding with Steve Hartman. Hartman is loud and on the air 24/7.
All the time.
When you get off the air, you're like a normal person.
So I told Dr. Sugarman yesterday, I said, now, my show is, John Ireland, my show is really wild, and I'm a big, loud personality. He said, I find that hard to believe. Because we really didn't have much of a conversation beforehand. But but I thank you to Dr. Sugarman. The amazing thing is he's like, call me every day.
Yeah.
Call me every day.
He's the best. There's every once in a while, if you ever meet a doctor, what I always say about him is the same thing I say about Dan Vigil, the Lakers doctor, who is like Joe, just a great hands-on. The minute you get a guy like that involved, your life starts to get better.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you guys connected.
Yes, absolutely. And it's killing me to not be on the air while the Rams are getting ready for their showdown on Saturday
so I'm
in
glad
Carolina.
you brought that up. And by the way, you're probably going to notice that I'm going to talk more than Mason.
I'm going to talk a little less.
Yeah. Normally I
will be demure. Demure.
I don't know if you have that club in your bag.
What if you start sign language and some people can watch on the YouTube?
Yeah, I wish I knew it.
I was thinking, that's funny you bring that up. I was thinking about learning sign language. I think it would be a fun skill to have.
But would you rather learn if you were going to learn another language, would you want sign language or would you want Spanish or French or something like that? Do you have anybody
Sabe
in your...
un poco español.
Yeah, sí, un poco.
Yeah.
Pero not good.
Like when you talk to somebody like...
Malo.
Muy mal.
Muy mal.
When you talk to somebody like Laura or Jorge or Morales, who all speak Spanish fluently,
right?
That's when the jig is up for me.
Well, you kind of feel like you're doing okay when you're in another country and you're speaking Spanish, and then all of a sudden they fire back the answer, and you're like, no.
Okay, let me tell you about this story in college. So it was like the 2017 Super Bowl. So I think that's the Patriots Falcons Super Bowl. So my friends and I were getting together to watch
28-3.
Yes. And I was the only person that knew sports. So I was the only one that cared about the Super Bowl. And we were streaming it on my friend's TV, and we were all getting pretty drunk because we were watching it in college. And we're about like halfway through the game, and for some reason our TV switches to Spanish only.
Somebody sat on the SAP button.
Right.
Yeah.
And I said, "Hold on, guys, I got this. I've taken 10+ years of Spanish. I can translate this." Again, super drunk, and I go, historically, it's been a very lot. And I was like, that's exactly what they said.
Been a very lot.
Nope, it hasn't.
It has not.
Well, how are you feeling about the Rams?
I feel really good about it.
We've been talking about it all week. Emily thinks that and this isn't a ridiculous position, but she thinks the Panthers are probably going to cover, right, Em?
Yeah, I think they'll cover.
I actually think the one thing that surprised me this year is, did you expect Sean McVay to play his starters in Week 18?
No, but I'm glad he did, because if he didn't, you'd be going to Philadelphia this weekend.
Correct. In the last 2 years, he hasn't cared about seeding. He just let that Week 18 game go by. This year, Green Bay was in that spot. Green Bay actually lost 4 in a row and then pulled Jordan Love and all their starters for Week 18.
Their most recent win was actually against the Bears.
Right.
Well,
they haven't won since Micah Parsons got hurt.
Right, but you guys know that they're the favorite
I know.
in Chicago.
But the question
this
is, do you think it was the smart move? Well, I guess we're going to find out. Do you think it was a smart move to sit out Week 18 if you're the Green Bay Packers?
I hate load management, and you're asking me on a day after I called a game in San Antonio last night.
Yep.
That I'm absolutely convinced if they would have not put that game on a back-to-back, LeBron would have played and Wemby would have played full minutes.
Right.
Instead, because the NBA refuses to get rid of back-to-backs, inexplicably, because it'd be an easy thing to do. You just back up the season 2 weeks. We are going to get situations like that. I think the load management era is here to stay.
I do too.
So I think you're going to see more teams rest players in Week 18, not less.
Yeah.
And I wish it was different.
But if your seeding was set, why do it? Why risk it in Week 18?
Well, that's one of the reasons why Connor Orr wrote about this or Albert Breer in Sports Illustrated, that one of the reasons they won't switch to the NBA playoff format. The NBA...
Which is what they should have.
Yeah, the NBA, 8 teams make the playoffs, and in the NFL, 7 make it in each conference. But in the NBA, it's completely based on record. You could win your division and be the 8th seed, which is what Carolina would be if they did this by record. Carolina would be the 7th seed, and it'd be different. But the reason, according to Albert...
8th seed.
Yeah.
Or 7th seed, right.
Yeah. The reason, according to Albert Breer, that the NFL is hesitant to adopt the NBA playoff format is Sean McVay. He says that McVay, and as you pointed out, has rested his starters in Week 18 2 years in a row. And they did the math on this. There are more possibilities for teams to make Week 18 matter under the current system, because there's more. If we're playing poker, there's more outs.
But if you think about it, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, winner in. Tampa, Carolina, winner in.
Right, but
those
they
were
won.
big, dramatic games.
That's what they won.
Had nothing to do with NBA seeding versus NFL seeding. They were just playing for a spot.
No, because if you went to straight NBA seeding, the Steelers and the Ravens would both be.
Oh, I see. You're talking about getting rid of divisional standings altogether.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Just go to a console. And everybody.
See, my thought would be, and maybe I'm just convoluting everything, but my thought would be, go ahead and have division winners, go ahead and have wild cards, and then seed them based on record.
Right, but do you get something for winning the division if you have a bad
you get a playoff spot,
but you don't get a home game.
But you get seeded where you're seeded. If you're 8-9, you're the 7th. If you win your division, that's the way I would look at it.
It seems to make the most sense. But I feel great about your Rams. Here's and we played a clip. Emily, who was that? Emmanuel Acho, right?
Oh, yeah, Emmanuel Acho.
We played a clip from Acho yesterday where he points out that Carolina's going to need to play perfect. Which is what happened the last time. Bryce Young converted on 2 4th and longs. Matthew Stafford
4 touchdowns.
Matthew Stafford threw a pick 6. But here's why I feel much better about this. I don't think those 4th and longs get completed if Quentin Lake's in the game. I think that
he's expected to play.
Right. Yeah. And now he's coming back. And Devontae Adams, I can't remember if Devontae played in that game or not.
He was there.
But Devontae, I think, is going to be itching to go because he hasn't played in 3 weeks.
Was that the game he got hurt?
No, he
hurt
was
in
there.
Seattle, right.
Yeah. But I think that I just love the Rams in this game. If the spread were lower, I would jump all over the Rams. I think 10.5 is positioning you to take the Panthers.
Yes.
Because they
10.5 is the third biggest spread in the history of the NFL playoffs.
Yeah. Well,
and in the first round.
Well, do you remember what the biggest one was?
It was a Super Bowl, was it not?
Yep.
It was like San Diego not San Diego, San Francisco.
It was Patriots 17.5-point underdogs against the greatest show on turf Rams, and the Patriots won the game.
Yeah.
So in the playoffs, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Emily and I made a mythical money bet on the Steelers game. She thinks the Steelers are going to win. I don't. I just don't think they get one thing for you, Em. They get the game at home.
They do, and it's Monday night.
And Mike Tomlin doesn't lose at home on Monday night.
Pittsburgh's going to be rocking. They're going to play, Renegade 4 times.
Will they have towels? Will there be towels available?
They'll be terrible. There will be malo. Okay, but it's not the only LA sports team, only LA football team that's going to be in the playoffs.
Emma's been so wanting to get at this. Yeah, the Chargers are in the playoffs, right?
Here's why I'm worried about your Chargers. They have to go to Denver, right?
Well, first we're going to
New England.
New England. Sorry, yeah, that's right. They have to go to New England. I don't think New England had a really easy schedule this year. It was the easiest schedule in the NFL. I don't necessarily think the Patriots are going to run away and hide. But like I told you a few weeks ago, their offensive line, the Chargers' offensive line, is totally patchworked. And the end result is, I think Mike Vrabel, being a former defensive leader, is going to blitz the crap out of Justin Herbert. And one thing I said to Brian Mace while you were out, it was over the holidays, is I love Justin Herbert. I had him in fantasy this year. Kind of saved me. I finished in the money, partially thanks to him. But he takes way too many sacks.
Yeah.
He will not get rid of the ball. And I think Patriots are going to blitz. Herbert's going to hang on to the ball. And I'm worried about them scoring points. If I had to pick that game right now, I would say 21-17 Patriots.
Here's the thing. Justin Herbert, it's time to be the guy that everybody says that you can be.
Macy doesn't have time to throw.
Right, but you've got to get the ball away quicker.
Yeah.
You've got to 3-step drop and pop. I mean, in the end, Justin Herbert was part of the Jacksonville collapse game. Threw 4 picks last year.
Yeah, against Texans.
If you are really that guy, be that guy.
But one thing when I was at UCLA, our buddy Matt Stevens, who we
remember
used to, Matt's still doing color in the game.
Beat cancer, couldn't beat Oklahoma.
Yeah, Matt's a great guy. And Matt told me that there was a legendary offensive coordinator at UCLA named Homer Smith. Mm-hmm. And that 4-interception game, Homer pulled Matt aside like a week later and said, hey, I appreciate the fact that you're trying to make a play. You're trying to be aggressive. You're trying to make things happen. That's what we want in a quarterback. But when it's not there, just throw it away and live to play another day.
Right.
Like, learn how not to force it. And, Matt was smart enough to know, well, I got to take some chances or else, we're never going to surprise anybody. But after Homer kept lecturing him to do that, Matt started throwing the ball away more, and it says that Herbert has to learn how to throw the ball away.
You know who you should look at? Jared Goff. Jared Goff throws the ball away like nobody else. He just grounds the ball when there's nothing there, grounds the ball.
Aaron Rodgers.
Gets out of trouble. Aaron Rodgers, very smart about it, and Justin Herbert's got to do the same thing. But I don't want to hear Justin Herbert's an elite quarterback if he doesn't win this game.
Well, he can't
win, don't worry.
Yeah, Brian, he can't do the 4-interception thing.
Oh, no, not at all. And to that point, too, can't have a blown lead or just a bad game because that's a bad look. But I will say the Patriots, probably the Chargers' best matchup here in terms of pass rush. I feel like the Patriots probably have one of the weaker ones in, the whole AFC
That's why
playoffs.
I think they're going to blitz. I think they're going to send corners and linebackers, and because they know Herbert won't get rid of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, if they can't rush 4 and get to him, they'll send help.
But Jim Harbaugh's a great coach. I think Herbert is one of those guys. And so, let's see. Now, when is that game? Oh, the Ram
Sunday
game?
Night game.
Okay, so the Ram game is the first game.
Yeah, here it is. So Saturday's Rams minus 10.5 at Carolina. That's the first game. Green Bay is the Saturday night game, minus 1.5 at Chicago. On Sunday, we open up with Buffalo minus 1.5 at Jacksonville. San Francisco plus 4.5 at Philly. Chargers plus 3.5 at New England. And then Monday night is Houston -3 at Pittsburgh.
So are we picking games tomorrow?
Yes.
Is Tyler coming on?
I'll schedule him.
Because he's the smartest guy around.
Well, he keeps picking winners.
I saw some guy on Get Up today who picked every college football playoff game correctly so far. He's 8-0. Did you see that? Yeah, it's the guy's 8-0.
Good game today.
I want to get that guy. Yeah, this is great. I mean, today we are all Ole Miss fans. Are we not? Are we not all Ole Miss fans? Go Rebels.
Yeah.
Come on.
Go
Rebels.
What I'm rooting for is
the comedy
chaos.
of it all.
Yeah, and that brings more chaos. We should talk about that. And by the way, we have that game, right?
We do.
Yeah. All right, so we're doing a combo plate. We're going till 2. Then Travis and Marco are going up until kickoff. I think the kickoff of that game is at 4:30. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
And it's Miami going up against Mississippi, and it's in the Fiesta Bowl, and you can hear it all live here.
Trey Young headed to D.C. Luka, will he be the MVP? That's coming up next for you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rodgers for your afternoon drive.
So I went back to my old barber. So this is my normal haircut. This is I didn't think this was Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers has it looks like he's balding.
Can I weigh in on this?
Yeah. What?
When I saw you yesterday on the big thing, I'm like, oh, we got the Doc Rivers again.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over afternoon drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube.
It's Bethel Duran, and it's time to celebrate the new year with a new truck from Northridge and Wonders Toyota. Right now, lease a brand new 2025 Toyota Tacoma for just $84 a month for 36 months plus tax. And if you're thinking about a trade-in, your current ride could be worth more than you think. Northridge Toyota, Wonders Toyota, they make it easy.
Tacoma model 7162G, VIN number 3TYJDAHN 1ST037657. These excludes tax, title, license, registration fees, dealer options, and charges. $59.95 due at signing, $84 per month. Offer expires 1/31/2026.
Time to sell your house? Call Seller's Advantage at 888-450-AS-IS. They will buy your home with a competitive cash offer. No need for repairs. No agents, and can close in days. 888-450-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/LA right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
For a century, the Genesis Invitational has stood as one of golf's greatest stages, where the game's legends make their mark and history is written.
It's official. The round that will long be remembered. Oh, yes! Ludwig Oberg.
February 19th through 22nd, celebrate 100 years of championship golf. Experience the drama, the tradition, and the moments that define the Genesis Invitational. Get your tickets now at genesisinvitational.com.
Coverage and content of the 2026 College Football Playoffs on ESPN LA is presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino. See for yourself what made readers of Newsweek and USA Today named Pechanga the best casino outside of Las Vegas. Visit Pechanga.com for more information.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check if they're going for it on 4th down before going to the concession stand.
Yeah, give me 3 hot dogs, 2 jumbo
Touchdown, baby! What?
Hey, buddy, you want cheese with those? Yeah, checking first is smart.
No.
So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This new year, get started on your next success with University of Maryland Global Campus. Apply by February 11th and get your application fee waived. An accredited state university, UMGC offers online and hybrid classes, along with more than 135 degrees and certificates in fields like business, cybersecurity, healthcare, and more. Gain the skills you need to achieve your career goals. Get your application fee waived through February 11th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
No, I am Captain Spicy.
You are not Captain Spicy.
I am Captain Spicy.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Absolutely full of crap.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I like this.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
Happy birthday, David Bowie.
David Bowie.
The late, great David Bowie.
This album was such a great album. It had Let's Dance.
Open it up.
Modern
Which
Love.
was also the name of the album, right? Let's Dance.
Modern Love, and China Girl was the other big hit.
Yeah, Bowie was fantastic. Hail, fellow well met.
Yes,
Reminder,
absolutely.
join DeMarco and Travis live next Wednesday, January 14th from 3 to 6 at Sleep Number in Torrance on PCH. Meet the Ram cheerleaders with Rampage. You get signed to Rams merch, hang out with DeMarco Farr, powered by Sleep Number. Sleep next level, perform next level. I've never slept on a Sleep Number bed. Have you?
I have not. I would lie. I have friends that have it and absolutely love the Sleep
Have you
Number.
guys, Emily, Brian, ever slept on a Sleep Number bed?
Only in like the showroom. I have not.
Is that the
slept
one
in
that
person.
Matt and Kel use?
I don't know.
I thought
Probably.
I thought Matt and Kel are doing commercials for Sleep Number.
Matthew and Kelly Stafford do.
I call them Matt and Kel.
You might be the only one.
I think she specifically does not like Matt.
Right.
Or Kel.
and we don't know either one of them personally.
We don't know either one.
So there you go. All right. So have we ever had to? You and I have made so many mistakes. I mean, we probably make between the two of us 5 to 10 a day.
I made at least 3 so far.
Yeah. But there's a news anchor in Denver who the other night, Denver was on a national TV game against a good opponent. Who were they playing? Were they
The Sixers.
In Philly. Philly's been really good this year. And in Philly, and they lost all 5 starters. They literally had to start all bench players. So a sports anchor in Denver, what's this guy's name, Em?
Let me find it real quick.
Okay. Went on the air that night and he goes, look, Nugget fans, don't waste your time watching this game. The Nuggets don't have any players. There's no Jokic. There's no Jamal Murray. There's no Aaron Gordon. There's no Christian Brown. There's no Cam Johnson. They
don't even watch.
Yeah. Do something else with your time. Of course, the second you say that is when these guys rise from the ashes and upset the Sixers in overtime. And what's this guy's name?
I'm still finding
don't
it.
worry about it.
So, Sean Morton.
Sean Morton.
Okay. Sean had to go on the air the next day and said this.
I am sorry.
All set for action here in Philadelphia. Let's meet the Denver Nuggets starting 5.
I'm sorry to the Nuggets backup players for saying their game against the Philadelphia 76ers was the most unappealing game of the last decade, especially when this happened.
Maxey with 2 seconds left. Got 3, floats it up. No! And the Denver Nuggets steal a victory in Philly.
I'm sorry to the Denver Nugget fans for begging you not to watch the game and to get your chores done.
Wash the car, take out the garbage.
Oh, Scotty.
I sincerely hope you did not listen to me and still watched the most thrilling game of the season. Sorry. Seriously, I'm sorry.
Bruce Brown took it the rest of the way. The goaltend from Embiid put Denver up.
If you did take my stupid advice and didn't tune in, I owe you one.
All right, so there he's
I
apologizing.
thought he handled that really well.
Yeah, he did. He did.
And he made a good bit out of, something he stepped in. We've all done it.
And you know what it's all about, John? Bits.
Yeah.
It's all about bits. It's a good
Amen.
bit. People will remember that.
Amen. All right, do you see the Trey Young trade?
Yeah, exactly what you said it was going to be the other day.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even need it was like Early Edition, that old show with Kyle Chandler.
He'll be traded by the end of the week.
I got the paper on Tuesday that told me that he would be traded to Washington on Thursday.
So here's the trade. He goes from Atlanta to Washington for C.J. McCollum and Corey Kispert. This is a really good trade for Atlanta. It's also a good trade for Trey Young personally because he has a player option next year, and he can keep his stats up in Washington because he's going to need to score there.
Right.
Here's two things you should watch now that this trade has gone down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and this is being reported by people far more credible than me.
You're credible.
Now that they've got C.J. McCollum, they're going to give the ball to Jalen Johnson and let him take over. Jalen Johnson is a breakout star. He's going to be an all-star this year. He's cut from the same cloth as Scotty Barnes. He defends. He drives the basket well. He shoots well. He does it all. Jalen Johnson is a star waiting to happen. It's now his team.
Yeah.
C.J. McCollum is the grown-up in the room. He's an adult, and he'll settle that whole team down. Quinn Snyder's going to love him. Here's what everybody is looking at. See if Anthony Davis is next.
Anthony Davis next to go to Atlanta?
Yeah, they've got the things. They've got picks.
They've got stuff.
Young guys. They can make it worth Dallas's while.
Why would anybody place a bet on Anthony Davis?
Because they placed a bet on Kristaps Porzingis,
right?
And it's been a disaster.
I still would not place a bet on Anthony Davis. It's like the moment he got traded from L.A. to Dallas, he got hurt, or might have already been hurt.
Yeah,
was already hurt.
Well, he played that night. Right?
And then got hurt.
I can't remember.
And was gone for a while. I mean, why? I would not. And you always talk about, would you trade for Zion? Would you trade for? No.
Yeah,
no.
I understand your side.
I need a guy that's going to be out there every night.
Yeah, it's well, that leads me to this, because there was, I'm trying to remember who wrote the article, but somebody wrote an article this week and pointed out that this 65-game rule,
yes,
that's going to affect, like, it's going to knock out 5 or 6 mega stars from winning any postseason awards.
Yes.
Here's the 65-game rule. If you don't play in at least 65 games, you can't win a postseason award, and you can't be All-NBA. And that's significant because All-NBA is tied to an escalator in a lot of people's contracts. For example, if you make an All-NBA team, you can take 30% of the team's cap instead of 25. That's a lot of money.
Sure.
So people are saying nobody cares. Like, LeBron's made 21 straight All-NBA teams. He's not going to qualify this year.
No.
Wemby's not going to qualify this year.
Jokic
is not going to qualify this year.
Wembanyama is not going to qualify.
It looked like Austin Reeves had a chance to be an all-star this year and maybe win some type of award. He's not going to qualify. There are tons of great players. So would you get rid of the rule?
Yeah.
But
I don't think it's working.
Well,
because
how do you fix this load management thing, though? If you don't do something, what would you do in it?
So let's take the 65 rule, the 65-game rule. So, you can't have an MVP race without, because Jokic was having just maybe his most stunning year, right?
Yeah. It looks like the MVP is coming down to 2 people.
Yeah.
Shea and Luka.
The 2 guys that play at least 65, will play at least 65.
That's what the national media is saying. You have to, and look this up if you're a junkie like me. Jaylen Brown has to be in that conversation. He's been unbelievable.
Well, let's face it. If you remove guys like Giannis and remove guys like Jokic and remove, you're going to want Wemby.
Yeah.
You're going to have Jaylen Brown as maybe 3rd in that race.
And, man, Jalen's missed a few games, so maybe he doesn't even qualify. But if he does, look at his numbers. He's been and Boston's been an unbelievable story.
But see, those guys are legit injured.
Right.
They aren't just load managing. There should be a distinction between load managing and being
I think
legit
LeBron
injured.
is load managing. Don't you?
Yes, I do. Second night of a back-to-back, yes.
Yeah.
Had that game been tonight instead of last night, I think LeBron would have played.
You know who's going to be a beneficiary of all these guys dropping out, of all people? Kawhi. He's playing, and he's playing great. So he's got a chance to be first-team All-NBA and be in the MVP conversation. I don't think he'll get MVP because they have a losing record, but they're playing better.
They are playing better.
They've won, I think they lost their last couple, but they've won, 6 of 8.
Yeah.
And nobody's been harder on the Clippers than me, but they've really improved. They've figured some stuff out, and Kawhi's playing great.
But, I mean, in the end, there has to be a distinction between, like, legit hurt and load management.
Okay, so if let's say I'm Adam Silver, and you're one of my lieutenants, and you come to me and you say, hey, Adam, let's get rid of the 65-game rule. It's not working. My retort to you would be, all right, how do you want to address load managing if we get rid of the 65-game rule? If there's no incentive for guys to play games, and they're all going to play between 50 and 60 games, doesn't that hurt our product?
So let me ask you, do you think it's working?
I don't. I think
so. Why keep it?
Well,
if it's not working, why keep it?
I would say the same thing about replay.
Well, replay, yeah, that's a separate conversation.
I know it's a separate conversation. But what I'm saying is there's a lot of things that aren't working that they just haven't come up with anything better. So if you want to get rid of the 65-game rule, I'm okay with that. I understand your side of it, and I understand that it's not working. But if you don't have something to address load management, isn't everybody going to sit back to back?
I mean, I sit here every day, and we have this conversation, and to me, it's an Adam Silver question. I don't know what can be done. I don't think the 65-game rule is working. I think, in fact, it's going to take really good players who should be in the MVP conversation out of the NBA conversation because they're a game or two short.
Mace, not just the MVP. They can't make All-NBA,
All-NBA, yeah.
which takes money out of their pockets. That's why they thought more guys would play if they put this rule in. But they don't care.
But
the teams don't care.
Jokic is legit hurt.
Right.
I'm sure he'll come back. I mean, he's a horse. He'll come back when he's ready.
Yeah, but he won't qualify for any of this stuff.
Right. But I don't know what that answer is, because I don't think the 65-game rule is working at all. And if it's not working at all, why keep it?
All right. Coming up, do you believe in karma? And Dan Orlovsky has a ridiculous take, but we'll share it with you coming up. During the season, Matthew Berry joined us on Thursdays for Fantasy Football, brought to you by Fantasy Springs Casino. Call in right now, and we got a new number because we forgot to pay the phone bill. Did you know that?
I had no idea.
That's why we have a new number.
Oh, I thought we have a new number.
Well, we paid the bill. Morales gave us an update yesterday. It was nobody's fault. We hadn't paid the bill in like 4 years.
Really?
And the phone company finally
What,
said...
did we pass the hat?
Yeah.
GoFundMe?
Yeah. Good Karma thought Disney was paying it. Disney thought Good Karma was paying it, so it fell through the cracks.
Yeah, so we started a GoFundMe campaign, and now we get the phones back.
I got a good GoFundMe story coming up later, by the way. So we have a new number. Write this number down, because right now you can win a chance at a Fantasy Springs prize pack, which includes a 2-night stay, dinner for 2, golf or bowling for 2. Caller number 7 right now to this number, 213-799-0139. 213-799-0139. I'm going to give it to you one more time since it's new. 213-799-0139. Your chance at a Fantasy Springs prize pack if you're caller number 7 right now. Mason and Ireland, ESPN LA. Oh, National University. I love talking about these guys. They're veteran-focused, veteran-founded. And here's the message they want to get across. If you come from a military family, if you have a military background, and you've always wanted to get a college degree, maybe you decided to serve your country instead of going to college, but now you'd like to get that degree to advance your life. National University is for you. They have more than 150 degree programs, credentials, and certificates. And here's the best part. They make it achievable on 4- and 8-week online courses. In other words, they make it achievable on your schedule. If you're what they call an ANDER, you got to look into NU. An ANDER means you have a job and a family, and you want to go to school. They're here for all of your ands, and they'll answer any questions you have on their website, nu.edu. nu.edu. They're a proud sponsor of the Lakers, proud sponsor of ESPN LA, National University. Check them out today, nu.edu.
Mornings in LA will never be the same. The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap.
Did you know that she's dating Liam Neeson?
Who is?
Pamela Anderson.
Oh, really? I thought you were talking about LaToya Jackson.
No.
I thought so too for a second. I'm like, wait.
He's got a particular set of skills, you know?
Yeah.
Wow, he's dating Pamela Anderson?
Pamela Anderson doesn't look like Pamela Anderson used to.
No, but she does it on
like?
purpose.
I
Like,
know.
she doesn't wear any
she's
makeup.
Anti-makeup beauty, all the things. Like, she's like, I'm an old lady and I'm going to embrace that.
God, I loved her. God, I just loved
She's
her.
dating Liam Neeson. They're probably going to get married.
You ever see Barbed Wire?
Barbed Wire, was that the one with Tommy Lee?
No. I'm sure you saw that one, but no, it was a movie. It was a movie with Pamela Anderson.
Hang with Sedano and Cap every weekday morning starting at 7 a.m. on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Park Party Play. This wild card weekend, the playoffs coming live at Hollywood Park Casino. Join Travis Rogers, Sua Cravens, and me, Chris Morales, for the ultimate ESPN LA Rams watch party. The ESPN LA crew will be broadcasting live starting at 11:30 a.m. with the pregame, halftime, and postgame shows right from Hollywood Park Casino this Saturday, January 10th. Cheer on our Rams, soak in the excitement, and win exclusive prizes. Hollywood Park Casino, LA's hottest card room, and the only place to party and play 24/7. Must be 21 or older. Problem gambling? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
John Ireland for Blue Ice Vodka. Blue Ice's double espresso crafted with Arabica coffee makes the perfect espresso martini. Just shake with ice and pour. Soft, smooth, and delicious. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Talk about stepping up.
It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
Hi, this is Devontae Adams of your LA Rams. The biggest show on the radio, this is Mason in Ireland. LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN. Listen to every Rams game on the all-new ESPN LA app.
Is it Elvis's birthday today, BC?
Yes, it is. It's Elvis's birthday. I just got word in my headphones.
So Elvis died at, what, 42 on the toilet?
42 on
What do you think about going on the toilet? Not a terrible way to go. It's embarrassing, but at least, you know, you're comfortable.
So, reportedly, this came up recently, Elvis's last words were, "I'm going to the bathroom to read."
Well, he's like us then.
Correct. Now, can anybody prove that those were his actual last words? Because I really do think I read that his final words were, "I'm going to the bathroom to read."
Well,
it's an excellent reading spot.
Yeah.
It's got a good seat. Comfortable.
Now, I will admit, I don't do it here. I don't do it at work. But at home, if I'm going to the bathroom and I know I'm going to be in there for a while, laptop coming with me. Does that make me weird?
Yeah. By the way, it is a fact, right? You look this up. Elvis's last words were, "I'm going to the bathroom to read," followed by a whispered, "Okay, I won't," after he was warned not to fall asleep. So the way it went down was
Priscilla?
"I'm going to the bathroom to read." Priscilla said, "Don't fall asleep." He said, "Okay, I won't," and then croaked.
Huh.
Now, I don't think that there's a direct correlation between reading in the bathroom and dying on the can. Is there?
I don't think so, but I also
'cause
think
if
that is
not,
gross to bring your laptop to the...
So you would never do that. BC, laptop to the bathroom at home.
What's the difference between laptop and phone?
Yes.
There's nothing between.
Yeah, where else would I put it?
Oh, well.
You've got when you're
there
sitting
are some people that could sit and put it up on the toilet like the...
You want me to build like Mace used to have a jacuzzi shelf for my computer?
But here's the thing.
Computer on your bare legs.
When you can bring your computer into the can
Emily,
because
what is wrong with putting a computer in your bare legs? It's my computer.
Your knees make a perfect desk.
Exactly.
But it's gross. Don't bring your laptop into the bathroom.
Okay, I do not know the answer to this, but I bet you're the only one of the four of us that has never done this. Brian, have you done this?
I have, yes.
Mace?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How long does it take you guys to poop? Too long.
No, let's say 10. Let's say we're in there 10 minutes.
Yeah. Leisurely.
I don't
You
want to be
bring
rushed.
your phone?
I have my phone too.
You have your phone and your laptop. You're basically setting up shop in this bathroom.
Yes, my phone is up on the shelf, like above where the toilet paper is, and then the laptop's on the legs.
No laptop. Laptops are not allowed in a stall or in the bathroom.
Mace takes his laptop in the bathroom here.
I've had
That's
it here
ridiculous.
in the bathroom here.
That's disgusting.
Didn't you leave it in the bathroom by mistake once?
One time did.
Your laptop is full of disgusting
You know what,
bacteria.
Emily? We're old. We're closer to the end than we are to the beginning. We're sick of apologizing for who we are.
Maybe that's why your throat's all scratchy, is because your toilet
I'm going to the
stuff on your
bathroom to read right now.
Yeah, I'm tempted to.
I'm going to end every show with "I'm going to the bathroom to read."
And then we'll whisper,
Brian,
"Don't fall asleep."
Drop right there. All right. So, Mace, do you believe in karma?
I do. I do believe in karma.
Okay. So do I.
Mm-hmm.
So, the biggest dumpster fire in the NFL this year, other than my Raiders, belonged to the New York Jets.
Yes.
here's a stunning statistic. They're the first team in NFL history ever not to have an interception in an entire season. And the season's longer now than when they started. When the NFL started, it was 12 games. Then they went to 14. Then they went to 16. Now they're at 17. The Jets played 17 games with no interceptions, and their head coach is a defensive back, Aaron Glenn. So the Jets cannot get out of their own way. So I saw this story. Aaron Rodgers was on Pat McAfee, and he said that in the offseason he was trying to decide what to do. So the Jets called him and they said, hey, why don't you fly back here and we'll have a meeting and talk about what the best steps are to move forward, and you can meet Aaron Glenn, the new coach. And Aaron said, okay, I'll do it. Listen to how the Jets treated Aaron at this meeting.
Across country, you could have told me this on the phone. If we weren't even going to have a conversation, and this is verbatim exactly how it happened. So I said, huh? And he goes, we just want to know how you want it released, the messaging. And I said, verbatim, I don't give a shit about the message. And I said, why? And then he said, I don't want to be up in front of the room saying something and have guys looking back at you.
Interesting.
And I said, what does that even mean? Are you assuming that I would be in the back of the room during a team meeting undermining what you're saying? I said, you don't know me. And he said, you don't know me. And then I said, exactly, which is why I flew across the country to have a face-to-face meeting with you to talk about my experience with the Jets and to hear your vision for the team. 20 seconds in.
20 seconds in, he said, we're going a different direction. So 2 questions here for you guys. We've had this one come up before, but this is a great example of it. If it's you, if you're Aaron Rodgers in that situation, all right, and you're about to be let go from ESPN LA, do you want a face-to-face meeting, or would it be okay to do it over the phone? Because I'm with Aaron. If Bergman was firing me, or let's face it, Morales runs this place. If Morales was firing me, and he said, hey, come on in, I want to do a face-to-face meeting, that's so he can feel better about it. That's not so I can feel better. If you're letting me go, I don't want to drive downtown and just to show up here and be fired and then leave. Just tell me over the phone. So, Brian, would you want a phone call or a face-to-face meeting?
Yeah, you could do it over the phone. To your point, I think the face-to-face is more for that person.
Emily, how about you?
Yeah, over the phone.
Mace, over the phone, or you want to? You're a good person to ask because you've been on both sides of this. You were a PD once.
Yes.
And I'm guessing you would prefer.
I always fired people face to face.
Right, because you felt like you owed them that.
You also kind of.
I would argue that was to make you feel better without taking them into
But they weren't flying across the country, right? They were driving in from Perrysburg, Toledo. It wasn't like a long trip.
Right.
But, yeah, no, I fired people I had to fire my brother face-to-face. My brother Travis worked.
That was probably a fun Thanksgiving.
That was really, really fun. But I will say that the idea of flying across the country to get fired is probably not in line. My position of this has evolved. Just drop me a text. That's okay. We don't need you anymore. That's all right.
If you're moving on and I can't do anything to convince you otherwise.
Yeah. Now, do you think that Aaron Glenn wanted to sort of feel Aaron Rodgers out, or had the decision already been made?
No, he said 20 seconds into it, he fired him. Aaron walked in, he said, Rodgers sat down, and he said, well, for starters, we're just going to let you know right up front, we're going a different direction at quarterback. And then Rodgers picked up the story after that. And so
now I
think Aaron Glenn came off very poorly here, and I think it shows that maybe he's not ready to be a head coach in the NFL.
Are we going to fire somebody after 1 year again? This is so pointless.
Well, by the way, did you see Mike McDaniel got fired today?
Well, he's been there. He'd had a few years.
No, but
Aaron Glenn's been there 1 year.
But I don't think Aaron Glenn's getting fired.
Oh, okay, good.
But what's interesting is now John Harbaugh's available. Now Kevin Stefanski's available. Now Mike McDaniel's available either to be a head coach or an OC. I think he's probably better off to be an OC. And by the way, you know who's really good friends with Mike McDaniel is Sean McVay.
Sure.
So
now coached in Washington, him and Shanahan.
Right, and there is I read an article in Sports Illustrated this morning that Mike LaFleur, who is currently the Rams offensive coordinator. Now, being the offensive coordinator for McVay is kind of an apprenticeship because McVay is so hands-on.
And
but
yet, Kevin O'Connell,
Matt LaFleur,
Zach Taylor,
Liam
Cohen, all head coaches.
Yep.
So it's and
we're all OCs.
And the reason I bring this up is Mike LaFleur is rumored to be in the running for the Miami job.
Yeah.
Now that it's open. So I wouldn't be shocked if Mike McDaniel was named Rams offensive coordinator.
That's an interesting idea.
And I would not be shocked if he doesn't get a better offer if Raheem Morris doesn't come back and be the DC if Chris Shula takes one of these job openings.
That's interesting. So the concept would be then that LaFleur would go take a job, McDaniel would step in as OC under McVay, Shula would take a job, Raheem Morris would return as DC.
Yeah,
I think that makes sense. Because I think both those guys are getting jobs.
Yeah, I think those things are possible.
Don't you think Shula and LaFleur are getting jobs?
Well, there's only 7 of them.
Yeah.
And I've heard at least 10 names mentioned for those 7 openings. But I think if you maybe bet on it, I'd say yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Well, it's been proven. Rating Sean McVay's coaching staff is a winning move.
Right. I mean, he's got the ultimate tree.
Every time a guy gets a job, they love Kevin O'Connell in Minnesota, just love him.
Yeah.
And that's why I hope the Raiders hire Brian Flores, the defensive coordinator there. I think he'd be great.
He's got a Brady tie.
Right. And
which makes a difference. Brian Dable also has a Brady tie.
Three Super Bowl rings with Brady, both of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a possibility, too. All right, coming up next is Icebreakers. Mace actually won the first day. I won the second day. So I think it's you and I are the only ones in positive.
-3, yeah.
Aren't Mace and I am the only ones in positive territory at this point?
Andy.
What's the score?
We got Mace has 4, John has 6, Andy has 6.
Okay. Yeah, Andy's good at that game. All right, well, we'll play it next. Icebreakers, Mason and Ireland, ESPN LA. Okay, I can talk about Jacob and Ryan. So.
Can I too?
You can if you want. I'm trying to have you save your voice. But hey, how about this? What's the phone number, Mace? I bet you don't even need to look it up.
800-345-6789.
All right, so the kids want you to do it like this. 800-345-6789.
67.
It's the dumbest
Has that
trend
thing jumped the shark yet?
ever. Yeah, and by the way, I want to lose 6-7, and it's the 8th. I'd also like to lose Happy New Year. I think it's the 8th day. Can we lose Happy New Year?
I missed a couple of days because of my voice.
All right, so you can say it. But everybody else, stop wishing me a Happy New Year. It's 8 days old. All right, so that number that Mace just said, 800-345-6789, is for the law offices of Jacob Emrani. You ain't getting some cold voicemail maze. A real person will answer the phone when you call 800-345-6789, and the call is a free consultation, a free case evaluation. You can ask questions. You can talk about your pain, your car, your job, all of it. And one of the best parts about going with Jacob, you only pay him if you win. And I know you guys have heard him on the show. He's personal friends with Mason and I. We trust this guy. He's your first call. You get in an accident, 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789. The law offices of Jacob Emrani. Icebreakers is next. ESPN LA.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
I read something about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift the other day.
What'd you read?
Travis Kelce said, in 2.5 years being with this woman, he's never had an argument.
That's a lie.
Exactly.
Come on,
exactly.
Travis.
So I'm betting against Travis Kelce.
Let me just ask this question. They're both super insanely rich, right?
Yes.
And famous.
Yes.
What could they possibly argue over?
You've been married twice, right?
There's always something to argue over.
The remote control, what you're watching on TV, anything.
I love my wife as much as anybody could love another person. We argue once a day. It's over little stuff most of the time.
But if I could hop a
bigger
PJ
stuff.
to anywhere in the world, if I get upset, I would be going.
No, she'd want, why are you going on the PJ?
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis. Weekdays at 3 on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Let's see here. Good times for mac and cheese. Slip a Wahlburger in there. Cielo for a steak and some vino. Gotta grab a boba from Mosin. Pink coffee for dessert. Yep, that settles it. Can't start my diet until 2027. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo. You want to. The holidays are over. Now it's time to have fun. Get in the car. Head to Morongo. Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Good times.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Rich Eisen here. Hiring for your small business can feel like a full-time job, but LinkedIn Jobs AI Assistant takes the heavy lifting out of it. It filters applicants based on the criteria you set and suggests 25 great fit candidates daily, so you can invite them to apply and keep things moving. Hire right the first time. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen, then promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI Assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's linkedin.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. Then promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI Assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's linkedin.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply.
Listen to Mason and Ireland, weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
And it is Mason and Ireland on ESPN LA. It's time for Icebreakers. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka, the finest vodka sourced from Idaho potatoes. Get it, Idaho, Johnny I, the Idaho compound. Enjoy Blue Ice Classic Vodka or their unique flavors like Huckleberry and Double Espresso. Find Blue Ice in stores and ask for them by name. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
Before we get to Icebreakers, it's a Cosm Ticket Thursday, so level up your game day experience and enter for a chance to win a pair of tickets to watch the Rams take on the Panthers at Cosm, Los Angeles. And by the way, if you win this ticket, why don't you go to pregame with us at HPSC, listen to Travis, Sua, myself, and Chris Morales. Go watch the game at Cosm, and then come back for postgame at HPC again. You know, they're a short walk away. Anyway, when you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7 to win a pair of GA tickets to experience NFL Wild Card Football at Cosm's Shared Reality displays this Saturday at 1:30. Limited tickets available through Cosm.com or the Cosm mobile app. Listen all day for your chance to win only with ESPN LA. So I just updated our scores last segment. So we got 4 for Mace, 6 for John, and 6 for Andy. Here we go.
Okay.
For 10 points, I was born in 1974 in Tampa.
Okay.
For 9 points, I suffer from trypophobia, which is a fear of holes, especially bees, honeycombs, sponges, etc.
Okay.
For 8 points, in 2017, I was on the Time 100, which is a list of the 100 most influential people in the world by Time Magazine.
Okay. Nothing.
For 7 points, I have appeared in one film that has been selected for the National Film Registry by the Library of Congress as being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. So I've been in one very important film.
Really big movie.
Okay.
For 6 points, I was in Ocean's 8.
Oh, my God. All roads lead to Ocean's 8.
It does. It does. Okay. For 5 points, I am in a relationship with another person in the entertainment industry.
Trying to remember.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to move on.
Okay.
For 4 points, I have been nominated for 7 Emmys, and I have won a Tony and a Golden Globe, and I have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
So this is big time.
I'm trying to remember Ocean's 8.
All right, for 3 points.
We all should go back and watch it because there's clues about it all
It's a trove
the time.
of people. For 3 points, I was in All's Fair.
John.
Yes.
It is Naomi Watts.
Yeah.
All right.
Not watched All's
Mace.
Fair except for episode 1.
Oh, I know who it is.
Yeah, didn't Juan watch it? Come on. Okay, I'm going to move on.
I got it. I got it. Sarah Paulson.
It is Sarah Paulson. The next one was going to be, I played Marsha Clark in People vs. O.J. Simpson. I have been in many American Horror Stories. So that was 3 points for you, Mace. Good job.
No,
By the
I
way,
don't
what
know.
a terrible guess by me. Naomi Watts is Australian.
And she's not 42.
52.
Oh, 52. No, it's probably in the ballpark.
I'm surprised Sarah Paulson's 52.
Yeah, and then she's married, partnered with Holland Taylor. I
Now,
don't think they've got married.
Apparently, they had it burned down. They had one of those trailers over in the Palisades that overlook the ocean, kind of near Malibu. They burned down, but they were like some of the most expensive, most beautiful manufactured homes in the world.
I know Barbara from Shark Tank had a trailer over there.
Did she?
Who brought that segment to us, John?
It is brought to you by Blue Ice Vodka. And by the way, I'm getting so much great feedback from Blue Ice. Everybody loves the Huckleberry, the regular Blue Ice vodka, the espresso martini vodka. Ask for it by name. Blue Ice Vodka, made in Idaho. It's everybody who tries it loves it. Try it one time. Blue Ice Vodka. All right, let me ask you guys about something before we go to Sports Graffiti. And reminder, we got a new number for Sports Graffiti. It's that 213-799-0139. I'll give it to you again in a second. But I saw this story, and I thought, well, I want you guys to tell me what you think happened here.
Okay.
I've given a lot of money to GoFundMes this year, mostly to people in the Palisades who lost their houses.
Yep.
Since my wife got diagnosed with cancer 12 years ago, there's a lot of GoFundMes for families and doing stuff like that, so you can help people out that way. I saw last week that Mickey Rourke, the actor, was about to get evicted from his house outside Beverly Hills. And so a GoFundMe popped up for fans to give him money because he owes $59,000 in Beverly Grove unpaid rent.
Okay.
$100,000 came in. His manager secured emergency housing in Koreatown and is covering costs. When I first saw this, I thought, that's a bad look. GoFundMes are normally for people whose houses just burned down, who are sick.
Dealing with diseases
But that's not the
or
only
lost
reason.
stuff.
People can put it up for anything.
Right. They can, but should they? And I thought this is an example of there are better things you can do with your money than to give it to Mickey Rourke, but it's your money. You can do what you want. Mickey then comes out after this story broke and it went viral and says, I didn't do it. It was my manager who did it.
Sure.
Do you believe that he didn't know when it went up? Because I don't. I think he had to know. No manager worth their salt is going to start a GoFundMe on behalf of one of his clients without telling the client, are they?
No. He had to know what was going on.
What do you think, Em?
I find it hard to believe.
Yeah, I find it hard to believe. Now,
Right,
I have nothing against Mickey Rourke.
Right.
And,
Do you think? Matter of fact, I like him. Do you think, Brian? You agree, right? There's no way he didn't know. Okay.
Had to know something.
So, do you think the reason Mickey Rourke came out and claimed he didn't know is because he started catching heat from people
Pride.
like me?
It's pride.
Yeah.
Basically, you're not that different from the guy at the 7-Eleven asking for a handout. He's literally asking people who have watched his movies to give him money so he can pay his rent.
And now apparently he does have some money and he's getting out of trouble.
And this reminds me of a funny story. So one of my favorite comedians, their name is Chris Fleming.
Okay.
And he's so funny. But he was saying that when he gets drunk, he likes to give like $20, $10 to random GoFundMes because it can be for anything. It's not just for people who have great need. But it's like, Joe in Ohio wants a hot tub. And Chris Fleming is like, boom, $20 for Joe in Ohio for the hot tub. And I think like that's a very interesting drunk persona.
It's funny. I watch a lot of local news. I watch a lot of Channel 11, a lot of Channel 2, a lot of Channel 9, a lot of Channel 7. I see them all. Whenever there is one of those things that pops up where somebody's lost their home or lost the breadwinner in the family or whatever that is, and there's a GoFundMe, I always will immediately go and give some money to that thing. To that particular GoFundMe.
Yeah, that's a person in need. Mickey Rourke just had back rent.
Yeah,
and Joe in Ohio just wants a hot tub.
Right, exactly. But I mean, what was his rent? His rent was like $5,100 a month.
$59,000 in back pay.
But it was $5,400 for his apartment a month, and he just didn't pay it for 10 months. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's. And one of the things about Mickey Rourke, this is weird. Em, you'll remember this when he won, I think, the Golden Globe. He wasn't there because his dog had died, and he scrapped everything. He's like, even though it was potentially
like that hockey announcer,
Doc Emmerich.
Yeah,
where he wouldn't go to the Olympics because he just lost a dog. He wanted to be there for his
2009 for the wrestler.
2009 for the wrestler. Didn't show up at the awards, which would have been like the culmination of his whole career. because his dog had passed away. Little French, whatever it was. But
I have zero issues with that. I think people that are never going to have kids, their dogs are their kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually was with Luke Walton on the day Bill lost his dog. He used to have this dog named Cortez, who he said he would introduce Cortez as the greatest dog in the history of the world, and went everywhere with him. It was like Clay Thompson and Rocco, the bulldog. Yep. And when Cortez died, Luke was like legitimately, Luke and his brothers, he has 3 brothers, were legitimately worried that Bill was going to spiral into depression because he was so close to the dog, and they were like taking turns checking on him and stuff.
Yep.
And one of the 900 reasons I loved Bill Walton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, who's one of the greats of all time. Okay.
Well, we wish nothing but the best for Mickey Rourke.
Yeah, I hope he gets out of whatever trouble he's in.
Out of his hole and whatever.
Okay, so here's the number again for Sports Graffiti. We're going to do it right now. 213-799-0139. 213-799-0139. Your chance to sound off about anything you want. And this is a temporary number, but it's the only one that works today. 213-799-0139. Sports Graffiti is next. Mason and Ireland, ESPN LA.
All right, so whether you're, by the way, apologies for my voice. If you're just tuning in, I've been having voice problems. But whether you're starting a new routine or making player picks for the first time, trying something new can be hard, but in life and on Prize Picks, it always feels good to be right. High-pressure playoff matchups. You got the college football playoffs tonight, big NBA action almost every night. Action never stops. Prize Picks lets you take control. And there's a brand-new feature on Prize Picks. You have early payouts. If your player gets off to a hot start, you got the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. Join millions of users. Sign up for America's #1 sports picks app. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MACE, M-A-S-E. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code MACE, M-A-S-E. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Sports talk, pop culture, and non-stop chaos.
Wow, Fergie just threw his headphones.
Yes, Fergie, throw your headphones.
Mornings in L.A. will never be the same.
Start with USC, please.
But I would just say this.
Can we thank USC for playing in this season? Participating in this season. Grab your
Come on, Fergie. Oh, you had your chance.
Wow, Fergie just threw his headphones.
Yes, Fergie, throw your headphones.
Come on, Bruin boy.
Somebody help me, please.
Oh, yeah.
Broke them.
Oh, he did break them.
He broke them.
Oh, my goodness.
Hang with Sedano and Cap every weekday morning starting at 7 a.m. on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
At Normand Legal, we don't sit on the sidelines. We fight to win for you.
If you've been in an accident, car, motorcycle, truck, or a fall, don't wait. Call Normand Legal right now.
We've helped thousands recover millions in settlements and verdicts, and we'll go full throttle to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Pick up that phone and call 213-747-1234. That's 213-747-1234.
Or visit NormandLegal.com. Normand Legal, the winning team fighting for you.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's hottest card room. Pre-game with friends on game days inside Century Bar and Grill and enjoy daily lunch specials or catch up over a late-night dinner. Step into Ray's Lounge and enjoy live music, DJs on the weekends, and savory crafted cocktails. The only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino now open. Located next to the Forum at SoFi Stadium and the all-new Intuit Dome. For more info, go to playhpc.com or follow them at playhpc. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Problem gambling? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
For a century, the Genesis Invitational has stood as one of golf's greatest stages, where the game's legends make their mark and history is written.
It's official. The round that will long be remembered. Oh, yes! Ludwig Oberg.
February 19th through 22nd, celebrate 100 years of championship golf. Experience the drama, the tradition, and the moments that define the Genesis Invitational. Get your tickets now at genesisinvitational.com.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. And it's time for Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti like we do every day at this time. Sponsored by our friends at BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout. Now let's do it. Let's talk about it on Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland.
All right, time for Sports Graffiti, and we got that
I'm here. I'm still here.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to save Mason's
President
voice a little bit,
for.
but he is here participating, full participant, as they would say,
Yes.
in the NFL.
Yes.
Yeah, yes. The other day you were half participant.
Yeah, I was questionable today, but now I'm in.
So it is time for Sports Graffiti. Every line jammed. We'll start with John in North Hollywood. Hey, John, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go. Maybe not. Oh, there it is.
I don't understand why JJ will play LeBron in the easier game and not play him in the harder game. So many reasons to put LeBron against San Antonio. And they've done that multiple times this season and last season. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Can you
John,
shed
it's a
some light
good
on
call.
that?
It's a good call.
Yeah, really good
and
question.
a good point. Phil Jackson used to say that you need to play the game in front of you.
Yep.
If you start getting cute with the schedule, like you sit out one to play in the other, he said the basketball gods will sneak up on you. I think what JJ, I don't want to speak for him, but I think what JJ was trying to do was have his cake and eat it too. He said, I'm going to play LeBron in New Orleans, and LeBron was unbelievable in that game, 38-8.
Yep.
And he goes, and hopefully he'll have enough gas in the tank to play the next night in San Antonio. But when he had soreness, they just didn't want to risk it, and they benched him. I understand John's point. If you had it to do over again, you'd sit him in New Orleans, probably win that game without him, and then give yourself a better chance.
Or do you make sure
you play the game in
or
front
do you
of
make sure you win one of the two?
Right. And in my case, again, I know I'm beating a dead horse here. If the NBA would just get rid of the back-to-backs, LeBron, and we should be playing that San Antonio game tonight.
Right.
All right, here's Jimmy in El Segundo. Hey, Jimmy, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Hey, yeah, I'm a huge Rams fan, and I'm really grateful this year, starting off with gratitude this year for the Panthers, because they're the only team that didn't absolutely rip our heart out with a loss this year. And it kind of really sucks that I have to be rooting for the Niners this weekend, because if I'm not mistaken, if the Packers win and the Niners win, the Packers go to Seattle, we host the Niners.
Correct.
And talk about playing a team for the third time. We could, and then if the Packers win, we could host the NFC Championship game.
Correct.
Which the last time we did that ended up going to the Super Bowl. So,
exactly.
Yeah, gratitude to the Panthers, and also I think we're going to cover the spread to 10.5.
Yeah, I do too.
Jimmy, don't feel bad about rooting for the Niners. That's exactly what you should do if you're a Rams fan.
Yeah, I mean, we got no choice. It's the only time in history I've ever rooted for the Niners.
Well, but here's the thing. You got to be selfish. You got to do what's best for your team.
I want a home game, man.
Yeah,
I want a home game.
Amen. Here's Jonathan in L.A. Hey, Jonathan, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go for it.
Hey, guys. I called up the other day, but I went to talk to Mason. Hope that your voice is better. I don't know if Mason know why I'm calling, but I ran into your mom and stepdad Leo in Lakewood during the holiday
They
season.
told me, Jonathan.
Yes.
But here, Jonathan, you told this story the other day when you called, but how did you know it was Mason's mom? Have you been to events and you knew what she looked like? Did you recognize her voice? How did you know?
I remember from the private podcast parties.
Gotcha.
Got it.
Where your mom started us out. Let's get this effing
so
show on the road.
I have a question.
Yes.
So now, I heard Kenyon Martin say this on Gilbert Arenas' podcast. Should the NBA reconsider this 65-game rule? Because now if you think about it, there's a possibility Jokic, Wendy, and now if LeBron misses his next game, will not be eligible for all NBA.
He won't be.
Yeah. I mean, and by the way, and Giannis is also on that list as a guy that will not be eligible for all NBA or MVP. I do think they need to look at this again.
Jonathan said it the best earlier. It's not working. The rule was designed to improve load management.
And if it's not effective, then why keep it?
Right. But you just said that exact sentence you said, if it's not effective, why keep it? Take that sentence and apply it to replay. They just won't do it.
Replay is stupid.
I can't tell you the amount of times in professional sports, not just NBA, that you can apply that sentence. It's not effective, so why do it? And yet they keep doing it. You can apply it to replay. You could apply in the NBA. You could apply it to that stupid illegal defense rule.
Right.
You know, there's all sorts of situations like that. Sean in Lameda. Hey, Sean, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, thanks. Hey, Steve, Saturday, when you're watching the Rams game, I suggest clapping a lot. Be careful with your voice watching the Rams. I look out for you. We all do.
Thank you,
We
Sean.
all care.
Thank you.
Yeah, anyway, as far as John Harbaugh is concerned, look what his brother did. Why did Jim Harbaugh go to the Chargers?
Well, because he had Justin Herbert.
Exactly. So he's going to go to the place that has the best quarterback.
So he's going to do the
about
Giants?
this. I want to I'm going to piggyback on what he's waiting, because I'm going to piggyback on what Shadano said this morning was, if the Buffalo Bills lose to the Jaguars, which I believe they will McDermott lose his job, and is John Harbaugh waiting to plug in there with Josh Allen in Buffalo? That is an interesting question.
Oh, my God. By the way, I think it's totally possible, and I think it's totally ridiculous.
I agree with you, but think about it. Just in a bubble, in a vacuum. You have a choice. You can have Sean McDermott or John Harbaugh. Who do you want? That's the question Sean McDermott better hope the owners don't ask.
It's been a long time since the Ravens were in a Super Bowl.
Yeah. But,
been a long time.
But his record in most seasons.
A decade, right?
Yeah, is rock solid. I mean, you're guaranteed 10 wins with John Harbaugh as your coach.
Right, but look at the win totals for Sean McDermott, 10, 13, 11, 13, 11, 13, 12. You're guaranteed double-digit wins.
But John Harbaugh's won a Super Bowl.
10 years ago.
Right, but he can do it. Sean McDermott's never done it.
Yeah, I tell you, I think sometimes maybe a voice gets tired. Maybe that's the case with John Harbaugh. He's obviously going to get hired right away. Whoever gets him is going to get a really good coach. Sean McDermott, somebody would fire their coach for Sean McDermott right now. Now.
Well, that may be what's happening. Who was it? Adam Schefter reported that 8 teams called on John Harbaugh. There's only 7 openings, including – well, now there's 8 with Miami.
8. But
one of them is Baltimore.
Right.
So there is a team with a coach in place. My bet is Miami. Here's the thing. Stephen Ross, the owner of the Dolphins, huge Michigan man, has known the Harbaughs forever. Tried to hire Jim a few years ago, didn't get him. If he can get John, I think Stephen Ross does that. And then I think Kevin Stefanski goes to the Giants, unless they go the other way and hire Chris Shula.
I think John Harbaugh, what do you think the best job is?
The best available job in terms of talent is Baltimore.
Right. Okay. Baltimore.
Second to that, Giants.
Giants. Exactly.
Right.
Giants is where I was going. If I'm Harbaugh, I'm looking at the Giants because I do think Jackson Dart has got something, and I do.
And
think
you got Cam Scatterbo,
and
you got Malik Neighbors, and you got a good defense.
You've got that troika of talent.
And you know this because you were living there one of those years where the Giants went to the Super Bowl. It's the number 1 media market in the country. If you get it right there, you're like Joe Torre will never pay for a meal in New York for the rest of his life.
And it's not like the Jets. The
Giants
Giants
are
Bill
Parcells, and he won Super Bowls there in the 80s.
The Giants are a really good organization, in terms of ownership, family ownership, all that stuff. Really good. Not like the Jets, which they are a mess. But I mean, in the case of the Giants, I just think that is the most attractive of the jobs.
And Joe Shane's going to be a little bit worried, the Giants GM, because one thing the Harbaughs always insist on, if the Giants
try their own GM,
is control.
Right.
Like Jim Harbaugh is the buck stops with him at the Chargers. I don't even know who the Chargers GM is, but it doesn't matter because Jim Harbaugh is making all the football decisions.
But don't you think in the best of all possible worlds, the GM and the head coach are just on the same page the way it is?
The dream is Les Snead, Sean McVay.
Sean McVay, exactly.
But that's hard to find.
Yeah, it is.
Those guys genuinely like each other, and they work really well together. Lewis in Valencia. Hey, Lewis, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Yeah, I just got one thing, man. People are crazy. Giving money to Mickey Rourke to pay his rent would be like us giving you guys money to pay your phone bill. Man, I say screw that. Let him figure it out.
I agree with you, Lewis. I agree
good
with
for you, man. But I'll tell you what, if you're a Mickey Rourke fan, if you've got Hope of Greenwich Village and Runaway Train on repeat on your TV, maybe you love the guy so much you're willing to give us some money. I would not give money to Mickey Rourke for his rent.
My favorite Mickey Rourke performance ever. Diner.
Oh, Diner's fantastic.
And remember, he bets his buddies that he goes to the movies. Spoiler: this movie came out in the 80s. He bets his. There's this girl that they like, and he bets one of his buddies a bunch of money that the girl will touch him, you know where.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, that girl's never going to do that with you. You're out of your mind. He goes, okay, I'll bet you $100 or whatever the money was. So they go, okay. And he takes her to the movies. Okay. And so his buddies are sitting 3 or 4 rows behind him in the movies. And you know how he won the bet? He bought popcorn in the small size with the box that you can open the bottom.
Sure.
He put the box
over
on top of his junk.
Justin Timberlake style.
Right. And so when she reached in to have some of the popcorn, she touched it, and he claimed that won the bet.
Right.
Did he win the bet, or is that foul play? I think he won the bet.
I think he won the bet.
By the letter of the law.
By the letter of the law.
He won the bet. By the way, that's it for Sports Graffiti.
That's it.
Joe Davis, the great Dodger announcer, is also calling NFL for Fox. His assignment this weekend is in Charlotte, Rams, Panthers. I think Joe's heading out there either tonight or tomorrow, but not before he joins us, and that's going to be in 15 minutes at 1:30. Mason and Ireland, ESPN LA. Oh, I get to talk about Blue Ice again. Okay. Blue Ice vodka is fantastic. I got an email the other day from somebody that finally took my advice, ordered some Blue Ice, took it home, and now loves it. It's the finest sourced vodka from Idaho potatoes and pure Snake River aquifer water. Here's the difference between Blue Ice and all the other vodkas. It's made from potatoes, not corn. Most vodkas are made with corn. But when you make it with potatoes, it's smoother, creamier, has no burn. Blue Ice is gluten-free, no added sugar, and it's only 64 calories per ounce. It comes in 3 flavors. Blue Ice Classic, that's a traditional vodka. Double Espresso, crafted from Arabica coffee. And my favorite, the Huckleberry, which is Idaho's state fruit. If you've never tried Blue Ice, do yourself a favor. Try it once, you'll be hooked. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
Mornings in L.A. will never be the same.
There was like 3 inches of water on the roof, and it was pouring over the side of the house. My neighbors called, and I had to run to the house, and I had to open up the water thing on the street and stick my hand in there, and there were all these cucarachas, and it was, it was disgusting. Right?
The water thing, and there's all these cucarachas.
See? Oh, it was disgusting, man.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekday mornings starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
There were all these cucarachas.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Here's Travis Rodgers.
The Los Angeles Rams have concluded the 2025 regular season at 12-5, and Matthew Stafford is waiting to find out whether or not he will win his first MVP of the NFL. Here's where the numbers finish. Matthew Stafford leads the entire league in yards, 4,707. Drake May, his nearest competitor in the MVP race, finishes 4th. Touchdowns, Matthew Stafford, number 1 with 46 touchdown passes this season. Drake May, number 3. Interceptions, both of them with 8. QBR, Drake May leads 77.2. Matthew Stafford right on his heels at number 4 at 71. And then when it comes to quarterback rating, 113.5 for Drake May. Matthew Stafford right on his heels at number 2. It is really close to call. And of course, Matthew Stafford finishes the season 4 touchdowns against 0 interceptions. With Tuesday's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rodgers.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Powered by ZipRecruiter. Looking for your next great hire? Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
When it comes to hiring, other job sites are still huddling while ZipRecruiter's already in the end zone. That's why over 4 million businesses have used ZipRecruiter to hire, and why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. Get in the end zone with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Now for a limited time, get 0% APR for 60 months on the Tucson or Tucson Hybrid. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end February 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
The college football playoff isn't over. Not yet. That epic run, that wild dream, not over till the clock hits 0. Till the stadium shakes. Till the wildlings are let loose. Till the trophy is lifted and the confetti falls. This is the national championship. When it's over, you'll feel it. This is the wild world of college football. The CFP National Championship, Monday, January 19th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and the ESPN app.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
All right, it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350Q, 3 1/4 horsepower, 4 speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plain manifold, open race cams.
Fast Track on Mason in Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
Zoom, man.
Before I get to my Fast Track, and it's not 2 p.m., it's 1:20 because we got to move everything around because the college football playoffs coming this afternoon. But join Travis Rodgers, Sue Cravens, and Chris Morales this Saturday at Hollywood Park Casino, starting at 11:30 for our live countdown to kickoff and Rams wild card watch party at the Century Bar and Grill. Get there early to claim your spot, win tickets, or autograph memorabilia, and RSVP now at ESPNLA.com. Playoff football, don't miss it. It's going to be really fun, guys. All right, my Fast Track is Fernando Mendoza is the quarterback of Indiana. He is the Heisman Trophy winner. He will be playing Oregon tomorrow night, and they had their media availability yesterday. And he was asked about how he's handling the spotlight. You know, he talked a little bit about coming down from Heisman winning and playing in these playoff games, being prepared. But he also says he only has 2 apps on his phone during the season. He has LinkedIn and he has YouTube. This is Fernando Mendoza.
Not changing too much, and also not really having social media. I only have LinkedIn and YouTube on my phone right now. It's really helped put things in perspective and keep all the opinions of in-the-building opinions. So I'm not online reading, oh, Fernando's great, Fernando sucks. I'm listening to what my quarterback coach, Coach Chandler Whitmer, says and thinks, and what the quarterbacks in our room think.
So there have been people online that have been just interested in his post-game interviews. He sounds very rehearsed, very almost robotic, like maybe ChatGPT. But is he weird or is he charming?
I think he's smart.
Well, I think he's dumb.
Tell me why.
Because you don't have to read social media. You just have to produce content. And if he was producing content on the number 1 college football team in America, getting ready for the semifinals, he would be making hundreds of thousands of dollars in revenue from his social media, from his Instagram, from all that stuff. He could be making money, and you don't have to read the comments. You don't, like, for example, I don't read a lot of the comments. I do post social media, but I'm more of a content producer.
So do you have a mentions column?
I do.
Yeah.
It's the last one.
Bill Simmons does not.
Okay.
He just doesn't care.
I don't look at but see, this is what, but Fernando Mendoza could be making money from this additional, and I granted, he's going to be unbelievably wealthy,
He's
all
probably
that stuff.
already getting paid a lot of money.
Already getting paid. But do you walk away from a couple $100,000 for social media? I don't know.
I think exactly the opposite of what you do on this subject. One of the things that I think has allowed LeBron the life and the career that he's had is he says this all the time. He goes, you got to keep the main thing the main thing. He didn't start doing stuff like Mind the Game podcast, movies like Space Jam until he was way late in his career. When he was early in his career, he was like Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah, but when he was early in his career, there was no social media.
Well, it was starting. When did he come out? 2004?
2004, yeah. That's pre-Twitter. That's pre-iPhone.
Maybe that's a good point.
Everything.
But to me, I would want my quarterback.
And by the way, LeBron is like one of the most active trolls on social media now.
But if you look at all the people who kind of put Twitter on the map, they're all out. Ashton Kutcher's out. Shaq is out.
I don't.
A lot of you and I are pretty much out.
I don't do a lot of Twitter at all. I mean, I
actually thought maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it in the month of January because I got a lot of road trips. I used to do Q&As,
like Ask Me Anything when you're on the plane.
When I'm on the plane at like midnight, because I figure people up at midnight are probably having trouble sleeping. And I thought about doing it last night. We were flying back from San Antonio,
you should do it.
And I thought, now the climate is so toxic right now that I can't win.
I don't know. I guess my general view is there are way more good people than there are bad people. The bad people get so much more of the attention. But when I do look at social media, generally speaking, it's there's not, at least for me, there's not a ton of hate.
Yeah, it depends where you go.
Yeah.
BC, what do you got?
Fast track.
All right, so we know the one's Oakland Athletics, then now kind of the Sacramento Athletics had another little snafu.
Yep.
Vegas have been rejected the trademark Las Vegas Athletics and Vegas Athletics for their team name.
Right.
Is it just why? What's going on?
I
here
don't
with
understand
Vegas
this at all.
Why would you not allow them those trademarks?
So I'll tell you a story. So my movie theaters in Palm Springs were called Cinemas Palm d'Or. There is an award that they give at Cannes called the Palme d'Or.
Yeah.
Originally, we trademarked it specifically for movie theaters in the U.S.
Okay.
The words Palme d'Or.
Right.
Which meant that the film festival couldn't sue us. We owned the rights to Palme d'Or in the U.S. for movie theaters. I don't understand why Las Vegas Athletics couldn't be deemed a legal trademark based on the fact
some
that they've got
restrictions like you had.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's
a good
for
point.
baseball in the United States. Athletics is a name. I don't understand. I have a feeling they're probably going to work it all out at the end.
It sounds
but
like
is
somebody, and this is the Vegas way. If you've ever seen any movies about Vegas, somebody's looking to get paid. Yeah, and it may work out.
Somebody
that way.
at the patent office.
All right, coming up next, Joe Davis, the Dodger announcer. His other job is calling NFL games for Fox, and he's got Rams Panthers this Saturday. Joe will join us next. Mason and Ireland, ESPN LA. Let me tell you about Southern California Toyota dealers. Toyota and the Lakers have been in business together for 50 years. Their first year doing business together was 1976. And as part of that, right now, the Toyota We Make It Easy sales event is here. You'll find the biggest selection of the year with some of the biggest savings all in one place. And you can do it in one of two ways. You can go into a Southern California Toyota dealer. You can sit in the car. You can drive it. You can smell it. You can feel it. Or if you already know Toyota and you know what you want, just go to Toyota.com and you can build your vehicle right there. It's all part of 50 years of teamwork, innovation, and going places together. We make it easy. Toyota. Let's go places.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rodgers for your afternoon drive.
So I went back to my old barber. So this is my normal haircut. This is I didn't think this was Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers has it looks like he's balding.
Can I weigh in on this?
Yeah. What?
When I saw you yesterday on the big thing, I'm like, oh, we got the Doc Rivers again.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube.
Get ready, SoCal. Hard Rock Casino Tejon is kicking off the new year in high gear. Unity by Hard Rock members can earn entries all January long for the $500,000 Drive the Dream Corvette giveaway just by using their card. Join us every Thursday in January for your chance to win big, including $30,000 in free play each week. Start the year with more excitement and more ways to win. Details at casino.hardrock.com/Tejon. Hard Rock Casino Tejon. This is how SoCal plays.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason and Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
There's more David Bowie. David Bowie's birthday today. Yeah. The late great one. And one of our favorite baseball announcers, we're very lucky to have him here in Los Angeles, is Joe Davis, who is the voice of the Dodgers, but not this weekend. Joe has a more important gig for one day. It's on Saturday. He will be calling Rams-Panthers in Charlotte on Fox. Joe, we appreciate you doing this. I know it's a crazy week for you. How you been?
I'm doing good, guys. Always good to talk to you.
Well, it's great to have you. And
so, Joe, I'm having all kinds of voice problems, and I went to see Dr. Joe Sugarman down in over in Beverly Hills. He gave me a bunch of steroids and stuff. Have you ever had problems with your voice?
Yeah, not a good thing in our business, is it?
No, it's my moneymaker, man.
No, yeah. Thankfully, knock on wood, never anything crippling. But anytime I feel something coming on, my doctor knows, obviously not a good thing to have in this business. So he knows right away to fire off, the antibiotics and the steroid pills and everything to knock it out as fast as I can. And, yeah, it doesn't always work, but I do everything I can to make sure that it does.
Joe, before we get to the Ram game, and that's the main reason we wanted to have you on, I just noticed, I'm sure you saw it too, that yesterday on 1/7, January 7th, the MLB Network devoted an entire day of programming for Shohei Ohtani. They had some, you were part of it. They had some of his great games. They had some of, the interviews. He is a once in a generation athlete. As somebody that gets to call his games, what in your mind is the most amazing thing about him? And I know there could be 20 different answers to this, but I'll throw it at you that way. You get a front row seat to watch the modern day Babe Ruth. To you, what amazes you the most?
Yeah, I agree with you. There's so many different ways you can answer it. I think about how he strikes a sense of wonder even in the star players around him. Guys that are probably going to be in the Hall of Fame like Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman, who look at Ohtani like he's from another planet, which a lot of times it feels like. So just to see, it's not just us. It's not just the fans of the game. It's the guys who are doing this at as high a level as anybody who's ever done it that are looking at him as his own thing. So I just think seeing the way they appreciate him is probably, for me, the most profound thing.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I just think he is so healthy for the game of baseball. I mean, this World Series was the most viewed, most exciting, most compelling World Series we've had in years, and he's obviously a gigantic part of that. Speaking of huge and compelling, Saturday in Carolina, my Los Angeles Rams face the Panthers. I hear it's going to be raining. They played once before this year, and Carolina beat them. It was a bad game for Matthew Stafford. Are you rooting for the Rams on Saturday?
Be careful, Joe.
Yeah, I'm not going down that path. I'm rooting for. Here's what I'm in the business of. I'm in the business of drama and good games. So I'm hoping that the odds makers are off like they were the first time. I don't care which way it goes. I just hope it's not a blowout.
So, Joe, I'm assuming you've called a game in Charlotte before in that stadium, have you?
Yes.
Okay, I go to Charlotte every year with the Lakers, and that stadium is right in the heart of downtown. What's it like for a home field? Is the crowd on the louder side? Is it more generic? You may get some rain that may affect things, but what's it like playing it? What are the Rams walking into on Saturday?
Well, they're walking into something that hasn't happened in a decade, and that is a home playoff game for Carolina. So I think there's a couple ways to answer that. Number one would be normally walking in there is not that tough because they've stunk for so long. But on the opposite end of the spectrum is they've been waiting a long time for a chance to host a playoff game. And, yeah, they're 8-9. Yeah, they backed into the playoffs. Yeah, they're a 10-point dog. but they're not letting that dampen the excitement around there. It's been a long time since they've had a playoff game, and I think that's going to mean it's going to be a revved-up environment.
Do you think Matthew Stafford has, and I'm going to look at the season, has he won the MVP? Obviously, a great year, most yardage, most touchdown passes, all that stuff. There is a contingency out there that thinks Drake May should be the MVP. In your mind, who's the MVP of the National Football League?
Greg and I have an interesting perspective because we had the Patriots last week. So back-to-back weeks, we get to see Drake May and then Matthew Stafford. It's a little bit like, if you want to make a baseball comparison, it's like looking at the guy that led the league in batting average and RBIs, or maybe even home runs, against a guy who is the WAR leader and the OPS leader and on base and slugging and like every single other metric. That'd be Drake May. But the home run hitter and the guy with the highest batting average and the simple stats, Matthew Stafford has blown him out of the water. I don't think there's a wrong pick. The
That's
wrong
a good way to answer that.
The wrong thing is going to be whoever loses because both guys deserve to win it, really.
Joe, this is a game that was played basically a month ago, and the Panthers won the game. I'm surprised that the spread, us announcer guys don't bet that.
What's weird is the spread was 10 last time. Carolina won the game. Now the spread is 10.5.
We're right. Joe, I think just objectively as a fan, I think that number's too high. I'm rooting for the Rams, but I wouldn't be surprised if this gets decided by a field goal or a touchdown. Would you?
That's what I love about the NFL is that it's like almost every game is close, even when it looks like it's going to be a blowout. And I love the point you guys make that it was a 10-point gap last time too, and the Panthers won that game. I think the reason that it is still a 10-point gap is the Panthers won that game by being perfect. Mm-hmm. Everything that they had to have happen. Matthew Stafford hadn't turned the ball over in 2 months. He turned it over 3 times, including a pick 6. The Panthers went 3 for 3 on 4th down. Bryce Young, out of the 46 games in his career, that was the number 1 passer rating of any of those games. All 3 of his touchdowns, big plays, 30-plus yards, and they won by 3. So it's like if you neutral things out, and you can see how the odds makers arrive at a 10-point difference.
Yeah, you said something that is so true. The NFL is ridiculously so much so, Joe, that if you look at the numbers for people that bet, the Packers are favored. They're favored to go into Chicago and beat the Bears. The 7 is favored over the 2. If the Niners beat the Eagles in Philly, none of the 3 of us would be shocked. The Niners have had games this year that would be unbelievable. I know you've only been doing this for a few years, but I've got the feeling, Joe, this is as wide open on both sides, in the AFC and the NFC, that it's ever been, like going back when you were just a fan. You agree with that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, who's your pick, right?
Right.
When you look just at the AFC side, it has been blocked by Mahomes and the Chiefs. 5 of the last 6 years, they've gone to the Super Bowl. They're not even in it. Lamar Jackson, because it's a quarterback league, right? Lamar Jackson, not in it. Joe Burrow, not in it. Josh Allen, injured, and the team not as good as they have been. I don't know. Trevor Lawrence, does he sneak up and the Jags make a run out of the AFC? Over on the NFC side, the defending champ Eagles, clearly vulnerable. I'm not buying the Bears as the 2 seed. You flip a coin and it lands the other way. They're not even in the playoffs with all the close wins that they had. Seattle, pretty scary, but
really good.
You fully sold on Sam Darnold being able to not cost you? I think that it's more and more looking like, you can be comfortable that Darnold is good enough. And look, Darnold's been great, but I think you can trust him enough with that defense, with Jackson Smith and Jigba, where you can call them your favorite. Then go down to the 5 seed. That offense, that head coach, with those weapons and this quarterback playing the way he's playing, and a defense getting Quentin Lake back, why can't the Rams win the whole thing? So that's a long-winded answer to make a case for just about everybody.
Yeah, and you're right. If you could pick any of the 14 teams, and I wouldn't call you crazy. I mean, Carolina would be the one longest of the shots.
I'd call you crazy.
But,
Yeah, Carolina will toss it.
Yeah.
Houston, I don't know if they have enough offense.
They got a lot of defense.
Put up 30-some points. They sure do.
Yeah.
Here's we talked about this a little bit earlier, Joe, about the fact that there are 4 of the 6 games we have home dogs. Now, doesn't that indicate that we should be structuring the playoffs a different way? Shouldn't we be going towards more of the NBA model 1-7 as opposed to division champions and bad home teams in the playoffs? What do you think of the way it's set up right now?
Yeah, I think I probably, after thinking it through, would end up in that camp. I don't know that I feel strongly that way because I do like the idea of winning your division and those games having more meaning to them. So I would hate to throw that out, but it does feel weird to have the Rams traveling to play the Panthers. It does feel weird to have a team with a losing record in the playoffs. I think if you were to restructure the playoffs, you would need to restructure the whole league and the division setup. It would feel weird to have divisions and win your division and have it not matter, not carry some extra weight.
All right, so, Joe, I want to play something for you, and I want to get your impression of how this is going to play at Dodger Stadium next year.
All right.
Edwin Diaz, a Dodger.
You're going to have to learn this song, Joe. This is going to be in your head when you're picking your kids up at school.
I love it. You know what's funny, guys, is the day that he signed, it was my little birthday get-together with a bunch of friends over here in Pasadena, and we decided to just be totally ridiculous and get a limo for the night.
Good for you.
Took the limo into a restaurant in Hollywood, went to Musso and Frank's, classic
Beautiful
Hollywood restaurant, and had a few too many, and came out of the restaurant at the end of the night, and the limo had pulled up, and one of my buddies had connected his phone to the limo speakers and was blaring that Timmy the Trumpet song down Hollywood Boulevard.
That is a good friend right there. Good friend. All right, so, Joe, last thing for you. You're so good at this, at announcing baseball games and announcing football games. I know you kind of landed your dream job with the Dodgers, but for people who don't know, Joe was a football player in college. And at least the last time I talked to you about this, Joe, your dad was doing stats for you. Is your dad still your wingman on these NFL games?
He sure is. Yeah,
That's
he's my
fantastic.
spotter.
Okay.
So he still travels with me. It's one of the extra special things. And my dad was my coach in high school. He's in the Michigan High School Football Coaches Hall of Fame. And so, yeah, baseball, I guess, is more what I'm known for at this point. But I grew up in a football family, and football was always more the thing as a kid. So this is definitely special for me for many reasons.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like you enjoy this. I won't say more than the Dodger games because I know that's your passion, but and it comes out on the air too, Joe. Your enthusiasm is fantastic. But I can tell, like, somebody told me a long time ago when I got the Laker job that one of the reasons I got it is I make it sound like there's nowhere else I'd rather be than at that game. And I think you do that too. And my sense of it was that you're enjoying this NFL stuff as much as the baseball stuff. True?
Yeah, and that's such a nice compliment to hear and to get. It's what I love is that, again, people ask me, what do you like more? And it's a cop-out answer, but it's the truth. It's whatever one I'm doing, and they're so different.
Yeah.
Baseball is just the it's kind of this slow, meandering journey that takes you through the summer and then turns into a whole different sport in the postseason. And I'm so blessed to get to do it at the very end where it becomes a pressure cooker. Football, conversely, it's an event. Every game is a big event with the build-up to it. And I'm so lucky to have great partners. You guys know that's a huge part of enjoying what you're doing in this business and in whatever business you are. The people that you're with, the people that you work with, have such a huge hand in making it an enjoyable experience. And, for this weekend, being with Greg, it's such a blast. He's one of my good buddies.
Yeah,
and
he's great.
He's terrific, yeah.
He's sure amazing.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
And it must be cool seeing everything through your dad's eyes, too. Like, I that was one of the treats of my life was, my dad, we grew up in Toledo, Ohio. I was taking him to Final Fours and to big boxing matches in Vegas. And took him to big football games. It was like seeing it all through his eyes kept it fresh for me. I'm like, oh, yeah, these are really cool, unique experiences that not a lot of people get.
Yeah, you're so right. He's really hard on himself, though, guys. It's like, I'm like, Dad, this is not the state championship game that you're coaching in here. It's okay. He preps for these games more than I do. Buddy, just point to the guy on my board that makes the tackle. It'll be fine.
Well, it's awesome that you get to do that with him, and I think it's gonna be a memory you're gonna carry with you for the rest of your life. Joe, we can't wait for the game. Looking forward to hearing you call it. When are you going? Are you going tonight or are you going tomorrow?
Going early tomorrow morning.
Okay, well, safe travels. We'll be watching.
Go Rams.
And thank you again for doing this.
And go
really
Rams.
You got it, boys.
See you, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
All right, travel safe.
Bye.
Yeah, the great Joe Davis.
I did not realize that about his dad and this.
Yeah, you never knew that, huh?
I did not know that.
I love that.
That is so cool.
Yeah, love that. And been that way for years.
Yeah.
That when he first told me about it, he was always going to ask because it's something he really wanted to do, but he was kind of sheepish about it. And, he was going into a new employer, and he said, look, guys, I would love to use my dad. I'm not grabbing some guy off the street. He's a Hall of Fame high school football coach as my spotter. And he goes, if you guys don't want to use him, that's okay. Like, you don't have to pay him or anything. And Fox, Joe was telling me, has been great. They said, that's a great idea. We love that story.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
So good for them.
When my dad was alive, I got taken to events, and I remember taking him to the USC Notre Dame game at USC at the Coliseum, and on the field for the game. And my dad was just starry-eyed.
Yeah,
it was like, I can't believe I'm here.
All right, coming up next, Game of Games. Mason will use what's left of his voice to host Game of Games, and it's next. Do we have a read here, Em, or no?
We do, and also I want you to look at that screen right there. I think
and
you have
I can
listen.
say that it's a Cosm Ticket Thursday. Call 213-799-0139 right now. I'll give you that number again because it's new. 213-799-0139 right now. Caller number 7 wins a pair of general admission tickets to watch the Rams take on the Panthers at Cosm this Saturday at 1:30. Experience NFL football like never before. Cosm has that immersive shared reality display. Limited tickets available through Cosm.com. But if you call now and you're caller number 7, the tickets are on us. Listen all day for your chance to win only with ESPN LA. Game of Games coming up next. First, what am I doing here? Am National?
Yeah, National.
Okay. You hear me talk about this a couple of times every show. National University is veteran-founded and veteran-focused. If you're a veteran, if you have a military background, even if you don't, you can look into this, but if you are, they specialize in veterans. You got to look into National University. They support what they call Anders, somebody that has a job and a family, and they want to get a college degree. NU has more than 150 degree programs, and here's the best part. They make it achievable on your schedule. 4 and 8 week online courses, great transfer credit policy, millions handed out in scholarships last year. If this is something that you are interested in, you got to go to their website. It'll answer any questions you have. nu.edu. nu.edu. National University.
ESPN LA, your home of the college football playoff and the biggest moments in sports. Made possible by Hard Rock Casino Tahoe.
Ohio State has won the national championship.
All right, fans, here's your winning play. Live entertainment that hits harder than a goal line drive. 24/7 gaming with nonstop action. No huddle required. Punch it into the end zone at Hard Rock Casino Tahoe, just 15 miles south of Bakersfield.
The biggest moments in sports happen on ESPN LA.
At Normal Legal, we know you have a lot of choices, but you need family and a championship-winning team on your side.
Absolutely, Joe. When someone's been in an accident, they need a team that goes full throttle, tackling every obstacle to get the maximum compensation they deserve.
Exactly, Travis. We've helped thousands recover millions in settlements and verdicts, and we never leave our clients on the sideline.
Do not wait. Call 213-747-1234. Again, 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com.
Normal Legal, the winning team fighting for you.
Park Party Play. Join Travis Rogers, Sua, and me, Chris Morales, for the ultimate ESPN LA Rams watch party during Wild Card Weekend. We're live from Hollywood Park Casino this Saturday at 11:30 a.m. for pregame, halftime, and postgame coverage. Cheer on the Rams and win exclusive prizes. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
We expect our information in real time. US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
And it is Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Like, that's the problem in the world, is there aren't enough happy shows, fun shows.
Mason and Ireland.
710 ESPN.
All right, it is Game of Games time, and it is my game today. Travis Rodgers joins us. Travis, how you doing, man?
Good, guys. Good.
Trav, you're like us. You're high on the Rams this week, right?
Rams by a million.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Rams by a million.
But you know what? Trav just sounded like that sportscaster in Denver.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there's no chance the Nuggets win this game. Don't watch.
Don't watch.
The Nuggets win the game. All right, we got 4 players. Brian Cohen, Emily Hebel, Travis Rodgers, John Ireland, Steve Mason is your host. Let's play our game, Mace. What do we got?
We are doing an NFL playoff game today. I was a little bit gummied up when I wrote this.
Okay.
So the questions are a little bit all over the place.
Okay.
I actually sent this off. I copied and pasted this somewhere, and there it is. All right, here we go. What was it? Could be about the team or about the city in the playoffs.
Okay.
All right, here we go. What was the total point differential for Rams during their Super Bowl run? So, in other words, 4 games, how many points did they win by
When they
combined?
won in 21?
Correct.
Okay.
Was it 19, 27, or 32, Trav?
They killed Arizona in that opening game. 32.
32, John.
4 games?
4 games.
32. I'm with Trav.
32. M.
27.
27. And Brian.
27.
27. Correct answer is 32. And yes, they did crush Arizona.
Yeah.
They beat Arizona
Remember
34-11.
Arizona had defeated them earlier that year in a pretty one-sided game. And,
It was that home game. It was early in the season. They went and played in Arizona. That's where they had all those guys out for COVID.
Right.
And they still won.
And then they won the other 3 games on their way through the Super Bowl by 3 games. 3
they
points
were all
each game.
close.
Yeah, those are all good.
All right, number...
Thank you, Jaquisti Tart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 2, this NFL playoff city has got grain silos as a main tourist attraction. Is that A, Chicago, B, Buffalo, or C, Green Bay, John? Grain silos, tourist attraction.
I'll go Green Bay.
Green Bay. M.
Green Bay.
Green Bay. Brian.
Green Bay.
Green Bay. Trav.
I'll make it unanimous.
And you are unanimously incorrect.
Buffalo
has got dozens of massive abandoned grain elevators along their waterfront. They're now used for light shows, concerts, and installations. Yeah. All right, number 3. This playoff quarterback was billed as the chosen one by Sports Illustrated when he was only 18 years old. Was that Drake May, Trevor Lawrence, or Sam Darnold? Again, the chosen one by Sports Illustrated, Drake May, Trevor Lawrence, Sam Darnold, M.
Darnold.
Darnold. BC.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. Trav.
Lawrence.
John.
Lawrence.
Lawrence is the right answer. Yes, he was
Emily's
billed.
alive for lucky loser.
Oh, M, yeah, you are.
Cheater.
Number 4.
It's John 2, Travis 2, Brian 1, Emily 0.
A wall covered in used chewing gum is a hot social media photo spot in this NFL playoff city. Is it A, Jacksonville, B, Seattle, C, San Francisco? Brian Cohen.
What is Seattle?
What is Seattle? Going Jeopardy style. Trav.
Seattle.
John.
I was going to guess one of the other ones, but Brian sounded so confident and gave the Jeopardy answer, so I'm going Seattle.
Seattle. And M.
I've actually been here recently. I'm going to go to San Francisco.
Oh, M is going lucky loser. Yes,
did you go to the gum wall?
I did in Seattle, yeah.
Yeah, there's just a
wait,
and apparently,
but it was San Francisco, right?
No, it's Seattle.
I said San Francisco
She said San
because
Francisco
I'm trying
to
to
get
do
it
lucky
wrong.
loser.
You suck.
Yeah.
Brian took me down in Lucky Loser recently, too.
Okay, so I got Trav 3, John 3, Brian Cohen 2, and M live for lucky loser. Number 5. How many yards did Tom Brady throw for in his playoff career? Total yardage in the playoffs. Was it 7,000? These are approximate numbers. 7,000, 10,000, or 13,000? 7,000, 10,000, or 13,000? We go back to Trav to start this.
I want the lowest one you said.
7,000.
7,000.
Okay. John?
I'll take the one in the middle. Give me 10.
10,000. M.
13.
13. Brian?
I'll take 13,000 as well.
Guess what, M? You're on the board.
Oh, okay.
Correct answer. 13,000 yards in only the playoffs.
Based on that question, it's a three-way tie for first.
That's right.
Brian, Trav, and John. M, you're 2 back. How many are left?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
By the way, Tom Brady, 13,000 yards. Next in order of playoff yardage, Peyton Manning was 7,000. So
he's doubled him up almost.
Basically doubled him up.
Wow.
Yeah. Number 6, which NFL playoff team has the smallest capacity at its home stadium? Is it Soldier Field, Levi Stadium, or the Jacksonville Stadium, which is called Everbank? Which has the smallest capacity at its home stadium of all NFL playoff teams? John.
Give me the 3 cities again.
Chicago, the Niners, or Jacksonville?
The Chicago just redid their stadium. So did the Niners. So I'll go Jacksonville.
Going Jacksonville. M.
Chicago.
Brian.
Jacksonville.
Trav.
I just remember there was a massive snafu at the Super Bowl in Jacksonville that year, so I'm going to guess Jacksonville.
All right, so the capacity at Jacksonville, 69,000. Capacity at Levi Stadium, 68,000. Soldier Field, the lowest capacity of any team in the league,
maybe they
61,500.
By the way, now M is 1 back. This is as tight as a drum.
Yeah.
3-3-3-2. Emily has the 2.
3 left. Number 7. In the Super Bowl era, the last 60 years, Brian Cohen could have an advantage here. How many times have the Chargers made the playoffs? In the last 60 years, how many times have the Chargers made the playoffs? Do we have a clear leader, John, or is it
It's a 3-way tie for first and Emily 1 back.
Okay, we'll start with Trav.
Do I guess the number?
Oh, I'm sorry. 11, 16, or 21. How many times have the Chargers made the playoffs in the last 60 years?
21.
21. John.
I'm going the other way. 11.
11. M.
16.
16. Brian.
I'll go 16.
16 is the correct answer. Yeah, Brian, did you know it, or was that a guess?
That was kind of a guess.
Wait, so Brian and Emily got that?
Yep.
Okay. It's Brian 4, everyone else 3, with 2 to go. So Brian's got to go first.
2 left. Number 8. This is a city question. This NFL playoff city is the largest city by land area in the U.S. Largest city by land area in the U.S. Is it Chicago, Houston, or Jacksonville? Let's see, Brian, you're the leader, so you go first. Chicago, Houston, Jacksonville.
Houston.
Houston. Trav?
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. John?
So read the questioning. So the city itself,
the largest city by land area in the U.S. by square miles. Yeah.
God, there's a lot of land in Florida. Give me Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. And M?
Jacksonville.
Correct answer. Jacksonville, and it's not even close. Get this. Jacksonville is 859 square miles.
Wait a minute.
Holy smokes.
It's like just a whole
Brian,
chunk
you missed
of the
that,
state.
right?
I did, yes.
Okay, get a load of this.
Tied?
4-4-4-4 with 1 left. This is the closest game of games we've ever had. Ever.
And
This was like the corgi race at the Rams game
This
last
is
week.
basically a tiebreaker before the tiebreaker.
So this is going to be a fact or fiction.
Okay.
Fact or fiction, Josh Allen has rushed for more playoff yards than anybody still alive for the Super Bowl this year. So he is the leading playoff. Let me repeat that.
Any
Josh
position?
Allen, of any position, running backs, quarterbacks, anything. Josh Allen has rushed for more playoff yards than anybody still alive for the Super Bowl this year in the playoffs. Is that fact or is that fiction? Start with, I guess it doesn't matter. Trav.
Fiction.
Fiction. Ireland.
I think the answer is Saquon Barkley. I'm going to go fiction.
M.
Fact.
Brian.
I'll go fact.
And it is a fact.
Oh,
yeah, it is a fact.
He has more rushing yards than Saquon.
Yes, he does.
I was thinking McCaffrey. Maybe
Okay,
too.
so that means M and Brian are tiebreaker.
McCaffrey's only had 2 years.
But Emily, this was a very nice comeback by you.
And I could have won it all if I didn't try to blow it.
Okay, so get something to write with, get something to write on. How many yards has Josh Allen rushed for in the playoffs, in his playoff career? How many yards has he rushed for in his playoff career?
Uh,
Everybody take it out.
Yeah, I bring tissues.
Give me the pen when you're done.
I have one.
Brian, do you have one?
I'm going to say...
I have an answer, I mean.
Okay. And writing down and says...
Okay, so we're very close.
Okay.
Well, that's it. Okay. Well, let's get the winner out of the way first.
Yeah.
Brian, what'd you write down?
1,100.
Emily, what'd you write down?
I'm going way lower. I'm going to go 275. I was just hoping to catch the upswing.
Oh, okay. So say your number again, Brian.
1,100.
And these are career rushing yards, right?
Playoff yards.
Playoff yards. And this is 275?
I said 275.
The number is...
Well, hold on. What'd you guess, Trav?
300.
I guessed 2,222.
No. The correct answer is 668.
Okay,
Trav,
so who's closer?
Oh, so
one has 1,100, one has 275. Who is closer?
It is very close. Okay.
No, I had 300.
Yeah, but
you're between me and Brian.
You're doing it just for fun.
Yeah, you're out of it. Okay, so if Brian, you said 1,100, right?
Yep.
So 1,100 minus what's the number?
668.
668 equals 432.
Okay.
Emily said
275.
So Emily said 275. What's his actual number?
668.
668 minus 275 equals 393.
Emily wins.
Emily wins.
Emily wins.
Yeah,
just got
very close though.
Good
That's
job.
as close as a game of games could be.
Yeah, and even the tiebreaker was unbelievably close. You missed it by just a couple of yards there, Brian.
Way to go, Em. Good comeback.
Thanks, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station, and coming up next is Super Crosstalk.
And let me tell you, the Game of Games is presented by the Call Jacob Injury Hotline, the only number LA trusts after an accident. 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789, ESPN LA.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rodgers for your afternoon drive.
When you cut your toenails, do you lose your breath?
What?
When you bend over.
Now that you mention it,
yeah.
I hold my breath.
You
when
hold
I
your
do
breath.
It.
Right, see?
It's funny. I never.
You guys might need to go see a cardiologist if that's the case.
You're right. No, I do hold my breath when I do it.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube.
For a century, the Genesis Invitational has stood as one of golf's greatest stages, where the game's legends make their mark and history is written.
It's official. The round that will long be remembered. Oh, yes! Ludwig Oberg.
February 19th through 22nd, celebrate 100 years of championship golf. Experience the drama, the tradition, and the moments that define the Genesis Invitational. Get your tickets now at genesisinvitational.com.
Here's something I learned firsthand. A lot of ERs don't have pediatric specialists. But did you know that Children's Hospital Los Angeles is the go-to for complex cases? When my son Danny had a scary fall and later developed Bell's palsy, other ERs called Children's Hospital Los Angeles for their guidance. Their expertise isn't just in-house. It's a resource for the whole community. When it comes to kids' emergencies, CHLA is the MVP that other hospitals turn to. Visit chla.org to learn more about their expert care today.
Get ready, SoCal. Hard Rock Casino Tejon is kicking off the new year in high gear. Unity by Hard Rock members can earn entries all January long for the $500,000 Drive the Dream Corvette giveaway just by using their card. Join us every Thursday in January for your chance to win big, including $30,000 in free play each week. Start the year with more excitement and more ways to win. Details at casino.hardrock.com/Tejon. Hard Rock Casino Tejon. This is how SoCal plays.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com.
That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
KSPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me do it for you. Whoa, 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 whoa.
No,
there you go.
Did Sugarman tell you do not compete with environmental noise?
He said don't woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, don't growl. Don't growl. Don't woo. Mason's trying to save his voice for the. I thought your voice held up okay today.
It did okay.
So hopefully you'll feel better tomorrow.
I didn't have to do as much talking.
But you're down here.
Super mellow, unlike NPR Mace.
Yeah.
Like
Terry Gross. Speaking of sweaty balls.
David B. and Cooley. Yeah. It's like this Monday I'm supposed to sing the national anthem.
I know you are.
I know.
And DeMarco's on the
I'm
Zamboni.
riding the Zamboni.
Doing the Zamboni.
Same day, we're taking over.
You know, the beauty of this Zamboni, you're going to love this, DeMarco, is that everybody waves.
Everybody
waves at the Zamboni guy.
You're like the Rose Queen.
That's why we tried to get Pepe out there. He's got a game that night, but Pepe is dying for somebody to wave to him.
I may do
and that would have been a perfect opportunity.
I'll do the Pepe
but you'll have fun, man. That'll be awesome.
It's a bucket list thing.
Cappy's skating around, and he's one of the ice guys.
Can you skate?
No,
John, can you?
No, I mean, like when we go to Rockefeller Center, I put skates on, but I'm like one of those guys that runs on skates. And then once I figure out how to glide, I run and then I glide.
Until gravity takes over.
Skater. Yeah.
There you go.
I was a great street hockey player, but the minute they made me put skates on, I couldn't do it.
You know, it's weird. Do you think that we have a good bar culture in LA?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Trav and I frequently test the bar culture around Southern California.
Because here's the thing. When we were in New York, we got a drink no matter where we went. Because there are bars like everywhere. And you're walking by bars, and there's one by the theater. There's one over there. There's one. Bars aren't as handy in L.A.
There are not as
in
many
New York.
neighborhood bars in L.A. And, you know, where I live, I know where you live. It's like there's not like one around the corner the way there is in New York, where you can just kind of walk from your apartment to your spot down. Like, you got to get in a car or do something like that.
Like we'd say,
to
we're
get to a
going to
bar.
go see a show at such and such place, and there's always a bar next door.
I know.
Like there's a bar next door to you no matter where you are in New York. You have that. We have that bar. We're going to meet up for a drink at some point.
Oh, yeah.
That Accomplice Bar is a really
I
cool
love that
bar
spot.
over
That's
in Mar
from
Vista.
where my son lives, right around the corner there.
Yeah.
So, DeMarco, as the one person of the four of us that is going to be at the Ram game in person.
Yes.
Who are you most I think the Rams are going to win the game, and I think they're going to win it comfortably. No. Yeah, but no, here's my question. Who on the other team, who on Carolina are you most worried about? Is it Bryce Young? Is it Tet McMillan? Is it Rico Dowdle? Is it somebody on the defense?
Hubbard, Dowdle, Bryce Young by proxy because of what he did last time.
Right.
What's the corner's name that didn't play when the last time we played? He's out there now. Is it J.C. Horn? No.
Yes.
It is J.C. Horn.
Yeah.
Okay.
That guy worries me. I mean, that might be a guy you can stick on Puka and say, go get him. But
Although, what are the odds?
But you're going to have Devontae up.
That Bryce Young
by the way,
throws touchdown
Devontae, guys,
passes on
not
fourth
on the
down
injury.
multiple times.
None.
Yeah.
That's the answer to that
Devontae
question.
not on the injury report at all today.
He should be fine. He's had a month off. Q's going to be back.
No K-Dot, though.
No K-Dot. And
does that mean McClendon or does that mean Humphreys?
Dedich.
And I'm good with Dot not being back for this one because you can get Carolina. You need to be back for those dudes, whoever you get next week.
Philly or San Fran.
The guy I don't want to see out there again is Humphreys.
He had a bad day.
He had a really bad day.
Yeah. How do I say this politely? The same way you describe a DeAndre Ayton is the same way you would describe him.
What, motor issues?
What you saw is what he's been.
Oh, okay.
It's hit or miss. When he's good,
so
when he's on, he's okay. When he's off, it looks like that.
It was off.
Yeah.
It was definitely off.
Indeed.
But I feel really, really good about it. We had Joe Davis on a little while ago who's following the game. I told him, I asked him if he's rooting for the Rams, and he punted on that question.
Well, he's a pro.
Not surprisingly.
Of course, he is a pro.
Yeah. But I'm wondering, there are 3 first-time quarterbacks in this NFL playoffs.
Young, Williams, and
May.
Young,
Williams, and May. Which of those guys do you think has the best chance of getting to the Super Bowl?
May. New England's good. Vrabel's good.
Young's last. It's Williams or May. Yeah.
I'm still on the fence
May
with the
because
Bears.
he's a better team, I think, maybe, or at least an easier path, perhaps.
It is really amazing, though, what a difference a coach makes. I mean, Chicago and
By
Caleb
the way,
Williams, that's unbelievable.
I think you can make, I can't remember if we've had this conversation in Crosstalk. I know Mason and I have had it. I think you can make a really strong case for 4 different guys for Coach of the Year. Make it 5.
Ben Johnson.
Right. Ben Johnson,
Vrabel.
Mike Vrabel.
The Seattle guy.
Mike
McDonald.
You got the one, yeah.
And
Vrabel and the guy in Indianapolis, I think, is still in the.
No, not Indianapolis. No. But no, I'm leaving somebody really obvious out.
Liam Cohen.
Yeah,
Liam Cohen.
I'd give it to Cohen.
Had the Niners won the division, I think you make a really strong case for Kyle Shanahan.
Even with a softy schedule, which you lost a lot of people. Yeah.
But, okay, if you tell me you're going to vote for Vrabel, great. You tell me you're going to vote for Cohen, great. They were 3-14 before he got there.
I know.
Vrabel, 3-14 before they got there. Ben Johnson is the biggest turnaround story. Mason called that when nobody.
No doubt.
I mocked Mason for weeks.
Relentlessly. And I just stood my ground. I said no,
Bears are going to be DFL. There's no way the Bears are doing anything. He goes, Bears are going to win the division and go to the playoffs. I have no idea how he knew.
Yeah, it's the hottest take in history.
Exactly.
Smoking hot.
Was it Ben Johnson or was you just Caleb Williams?
I love Caleb Williams.
Psychosis.
Caleb plus Ben Johnson.
Mike McDonald is the guy in Seattle, right?
Yeah, Mike McDonald.
Okay,
Great hire.
McDonald, Cohen, Ben Johnson, or Mike Vrabel?
I'd have to go Cohen because look at what he was working with, including Trevor Lawrence. I still don't think Trevor Lawrence is that good, but I can't say that out loud because of where they are now. They were just about dead in London, and here they are in the playoffs.
Crushed.
I mean, one of the worst teams we've ever seen, and here they are in the playoffs.
I would vote for Ben Johnson simply because of how good that division is and who he beat. If at the start of the season, I had Detroit winning that division in a virtual tie with Green Bay, and maybe Minnesota piggybacking on what they did last year, and the Bears in the tank, Trav. And he beat those three teams to win that division. I'd vote for Ben Johnson, but I don't think DeMarco's crazy voting for Cohen. I won't call you crazy if you vote for McDonald. I won't call either one of you crazy if you vote for Vrabel.
I was just going to say I would take Vrabel.
Okay, so I've got the Vegas odds. Just to settle things, who do you think the favorite is?
Vrabel.
Vrabel is the favorite, yeah.
Well, but again, and 3 wins a year ago, and Vrabel, the argument for Vrabel, Trav.
It's basically the same team.
Correct. No player upgrades at all. They just got rid of that last coach, and
Mayo.
he came in
coaching better.
Gerard Mayo, and so that is isn't that the definition of the coach of the year?
It's like what's that thing you do in a science? It's the control group, right?
Yeah,
that you can only change one thing. The control group is exactly the same. It's just the only thing you changed is the coach.
By the way, do we even bring up Sean Payton? He knocked off the Chiefs dynasty, and he's the #1 seed.
Yeah, I've got the top 4. It's Vrabel. Pretty heavy favorite, followed by McDonald. Big drop in odds to Ben Johnson. And then Ben Johnson and Liam Cohen are tied for 3rd.
Yeah, it's a really good.
Vegas.
I mean, by the way, any of those guys win, and I wouldn't complain.
Yeah. Remember Liam Cohen? They made so much fun of him because he couldn't say Duval.
Duval.
I think
you know what else Liam Cohen has?
So many bad introductory press
that, Mace. It was that bad.
The Liam Cohen thing that I always remember is
Deshaun Foster says, "Hold my beer."
Yeah. No kidding about that. When Cohen was here on McVay's staff, he was one of the few guys who was one and done and kind of left quietly. Like usually they move. Like he came, was it Kentucky, DeMarco?
Yeah.
He came from Kentucky and then was here for a year and then went back to Kentucky in the same job. And it's like, well, that was weird.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to be a head coach in the NFL, just work for Sean McVay, and your phone's going to ring.
Don't you think Chris Shula and Mike LaFleur are both?
Well, and you
jobs?
said Shieldhouse too.
Yes.
Shula,
Nate
yes.
Shieldhouse is going to be on that.
Yeah.
Probably the
Nate
next cycle. He'll start getting.
I've heard
getting
LaFleur's
interviewed.
name come up a lot, though.
Yeah.
Right.
And,
he will.
And by the way, DeMarco, we were just
definitely.
connecting dots earlier. So let's say Shula and LaFleur, Mike LaFleur, both get head coaching jobs.
I know who I'd be my first call for DC.
Well, Raheem, right?
Of course.
Okay, now what about for offensive coordinator who used to work with him in Washington? What about Mike McDaniel for offensive coordinator?
Big Mike Mack. How old is he?
Young, 40s.
Young. I mean, he's like vaping.
Yeah, and they work and they know each other. I mean, you can't say that Miami wasn't. They were good offensively.
I don't mind head coaching flameouts that are great OCs. Those are perfect as long as you want to coach your room and that's it. You don't have designs on getting back to the top.
Before we get out of here, really fun, good college game that you guys are leading everybody up to.
Yeah.
Ole Miss taking on Miami. I think Miami's too big and too physical.
We are all
I'm rooting for Ole Miss, DeMarco, but I think the U is going to win convincingly.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Trav,
I think the U might be back.
I'm with Ole Miss.
Rebels.
2-2.
For the comedy, for the
I just want the Kiffin part of it.
I love it. I'm in it for the Kiffin.
Me too.
Mace, green tea, lemon, honey. You'll be a new man.
I'm on it. See you tomorrow.
ESPN LA, your home of the college football playoff and the biggest moments in sports. Made possible by Hard Rock Casino.